Enough of this palaver. Let's get the show on the road.
I saw that.
Yes, good morning, everyone.
Yeah.
Another day, another dollar.
Yeah.
That Rob Ford is everywhere, man. Rob Ford is the greatest politician to ever live.
You hear what he's saying now, right?
He's the greatest.
He's like, hey, enough. I'm moving on. You should too.
It's the greatest. Because what makes it so good is they're so polite up there. If this shit was going on in Congress, they'd be yelling and screaming.
Oh, yeah.
But they're so polite.
You don't think they'd overlook it?
Huh?
You don't think they'd overlook it and let it go?
Oh, God, no.
Oh,
they're not overlooking it up there, but they're way more nicer up there about their politics and their politicians.
He's
not going to do the leave of absence because that means that's it for him. Yeah. And he doesn't want to step down as the mayor of Toronto because he loves the spotlight.
He said he's not stepping down, and he's moving past this. You should too.
He doesn't think it's a big deal. And then did you see that his brother's a politician up there?
Really?
You didn't see the brother yesterday?
No, what's with him?
The brother's calling out everyone, saying, I want everyone who has tried pot to stand up right now.
Oh, the old glass houses,
right.
Cast the first stone kind of
I think
logic?
we could all, acknowledge most of us have tried pot, but I think the numbers drop drastically when you talk about crack.
Yeah, crack a little different.
And then they asked him if he ever bought crack illegally, and he had to admit that yesterday.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, my God. Which clips do we have? Sam's got him. He's cutting up the rest of them. Yeah, because you got to hear the brother.
All you got to do is threaten this guy that you have a tape of something, and he'll come forward and apologize now because he's not sure. So they should see what he has, what skeletons he has in his closet.
And then I guess he might have manhandled somebody. What do they call it up there? Parliament? The fucking on the floor. Some politician was trying to do his thing, and supposedly Rob Ford kind of got in his way and kind of there it is, right there, the face-off.
Oh, there it is. Look at him.
And then he had
to get near him with that gut.
And then he had to explain that to everybody. But obviously the guy can't, move past Rob Ford because he's in his way. Hey, Sam, which ones you got? Because I was all about this yesterday. You got the brother?
Yeah, that's the last track.
The brother's the best. All right, yeah. Why don't we just fucking start with this shit?
Oh, boy.
I'm not a drug addict, he's saying.
Yeah.
I think if you're smoking crack, you're...
I think you have a problem.
I don't think you smoke crack once unless...
There's no such thing as a casual crack smoker.
Yeah, like we said the other day, the people that have smoked crack once are dead.
I smoke crack socially.
Imagine.
Yeah. Sucking on the old glass dick every so often.
That's right. And you get rid of the glass part.
Yeah.
And put black.
I lived with a bunch of guys in Rochester. I knew it was time to move on. I mean, it was basic partying, drinking, a little pot. Every once in a while, a little coke in this house. We had the party house up there in Rochester. A little rape.
Oh, God.
A little day rape.
Yeah.
And I think I told a story. One morning, I went to bed. We had a few beers, and no big deal. And I had to get up to do Brother Weeze's show in Rochester, WCMF. And I got up around 5:30, 6 in the morning, probably around 6 in the morning, and those guys were still up, and they were freebasing.
Oh, boy.
And I remember making a mental note. It's time to move on from this shit.
This is a bad sign.
I never freebased. Never. But I just knew. I had an opportunity to go to Buffalo, and I was like kind of on the fence. And I'm like, you know what? No, just fucking go. This is not good anymore, what's going on here.
Once your roomies start freebasing, you know that your shit will start disappearing in your house.
Now
it will just start going away.
They were all right. I don't know. I mean, most of those guys have got their act together now, but that was a crossroad for me. I'm like, I can handle maybe a line or two every once in a while, maybe a little hit, mostly drinking. But I ain't stepping it up to fucking freebasing.
Come on.
It was time to
be
go.
A man. Be a man.
Time to go. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
That shit always scared the fuck out of me.
That's terrible.
Even doing the lines always scared the fuck out of me. Rob Ford gets asked if he has purchased drugs in the last 2 years.
Have you purchased illegal drugs in the last 2 years?
That's a yes. That's a yes. Waiting that long to answer.
Yes, I have.
Right to the point. Yes, I have.
Oh, my God. He's the best. The dramatic pause.
Yes, I have.
Yes, I have.
He's like, should I answer this?
Right.
Because that's another question that should just be answered. No.
Well,
no, I haven't.
The headline today, because this is more of yesterday's stuff. Every day this stuff, obviously.
Yeah.
Ex-staffers alleged drug use, erratic behavior. So basically saying, look, the guy has been doing a lot of this shit, not the one and done like he's trying to tell everybody.
But how could he? What was that pause? Like that was not.
That's Rob Ford.
Question.
Yeah.
That's his personality, man. He loves the dramatic moment.
So you're saying that was something he wasn't thinking. He was like, what I'll do is I'll pause.
Fuck yeah. He wanted to make it as dramatic as possible.
I don't know.
This guy's very calculated.
That's also one of those moments where you're like, if I admit this, it never comes back.
Right.
I'm saying yes to purchasing drugs.
Yeah. Because if I say no, knowing that I did purchase drugs in the past 2 years, they'll get me on it.
You'd think those thoughts would have already occurred to him because that's what the whole hearing's about.
You're there doing it.
You have the apology, but do you have the question? Because the question from the guy is hilarious because he's so polite about it.
I don't think the question's on there.
Oh, want them answered immediately.
Yeah, try to find it really fast because the apology's great, but the question is terrific too. It just shows how polite they are up there in their political system.
Yeah.
Ford gets asked about a crack house he went to.
Oh.
And at that residence, it has.
This is all on the floor, by the way. They're back to trying to govern up there in Toronto.
Yeah, business.
And at that residence, it has been deemed or suggested it is a crack house, a house of where drugs and other activities take place. Did you at any point in time report that particular address to Municipal Licensing and Standard, or let me just finish my question, or the police? And is it your position or contention that should citizens be aware of addresses of those kinds in their community, that they should not report those addresses?
No, sir. That is not a crack house.
What should? Sorry.
That is not a crack house.
And what is it? It
is a house with a family, with a father and a mother and 3 sons and a daughter.
And how many bedrooms are in that house?
And crack, yes.
There are probably 4 or 5 members that live in the house. The father just passed away. It is not a crack house. Have you visited the house? Have you walked in the house?
No, actually,
no, you haven't.
I have no
so you're listening to what the media says?
Is it a completed basement?
No, I'm not looking to answer the question.
But allow Councillor Thompson to ask the question.
Questions. Thank you. You get to answer, Mayor.
I'm answering, but you don't want to hear my answer.
Actually, you're not being truthful.
I'm not being truthful. Have you been into that house?
I have no interest in being in that house. I'm not a crack user.
So.
Oh shit!
Home run, councilman.
No one else watched this yesterday? It was amazing.
I missed this one.
Holy fuck! Amazing. He's trying to fight his way out of the fact that he smoked crack, and everyone should just move on.
Yeah. He's saying, hey, come on now. Move on.
He's really being cocky for a guy who's admitting crack smoking.
Man.
It was unbelievable.
That guy was never to the house.
Right. Do you have the long form? Did you find it, or? If not, it's all right, I guess.
The most humiliating experience that I have ever went through in my entire life. The only other day that was worse than probably a couple of days last year was when my dad died.
Oh, okay.
Oh, boy.
Brings that up.
Dad died.
Outside of that,
smoking crack.
It was definitely the worst week of my life.
Oh, yeah.
Mayor Ford, I don't want to believe.
Is he having the worst week ever?
Worst day. We understand this is painful for you.
See how polite they are?
Congressman Captain Kangaroo.
From this experience,
Nice head.
A greater understanding of other people's problems and perhaps a greater compassion.
See how nice they are?
Yeah. Problems.
Counselor, I'm the first to help people out that have problems. I'm the first one there and the last one to leave when there is someone
at a party, at a crack party.
And rattle off
He never sleeps.
hundreds of people
for him.
that I've sat and talked to and comforted and brought them to my house and helped these people out of all ages.
The guy just goes, thank you.
Right.
Look how quiet it is in there.
He's probably a political friend of his.
Councillor Fletcher.
Yes, just 2 very quick questions, Mr. Mayor. In August, you went to the Taste of the Danforth, and residents have told me you parked your car in front of their home on Greenwood Avenue. And when you got out of your car, they invited you in because they were quite concerned. They felt that you were inebriated and called your staff to come and assist. Did you drive there after drinking?
No, I was not drinking and driving, Counselor.
Were there any drugs
Parking
involved?
on people's
No,
lawns.
Yeah.
Thank you. That's it.
It's like, I'm just going to give you some shit.
Yeah.
Sit
Can
down.
you imagine if this was like here and
that's
a
what I'm
room full
saying.
of people was allowed to ask a politician about
Right.
smoking.
Any question? Oh, it would be just brutal.
Out of order.
Right.
Yes.
Keep this going. You know, we didn't really.
I love this.
Go through this.
Councillor DeBearmaker.
Thank you. Through you, Madam Speaker. Mr. Mayor, in your tenure as mayor, have you ever assaulted any of your staff?
Pause. But I can't stress enough how nice they are when they ask these questions.
The best part.
Yes.
Right. That should be a very quick no. You should never go like, wait, have I ever
assaulted my
No, he
staff?
loves the spotlight, though. Why say just no when you could give a long answer with everyone just looking at you?
So in my entire tenure,
assaulted my staff.
He's thinking, have I ever done it in front of a camera where they might be able to prove it?
Of course.
That's what every question is now.
Of course.
Is him thinking, was there a camera there? Because that fucking camera shit fucks me.
Of course. Hit that.
Assaulted any of my staff?
Oh.
No, I don't. Assaulted? No, I don't assault any of. No, I was here 13 years. I've never assaulted any of my staff.
Oh.
There was, and I'm glad to hear that, Mr. Mayor. There was a report in the newspaper that on St. Patrick's Day, while in this building, you actually shoved one of your own staff to the ground, and your other staff had to intervene and hold you back. You're saying that
you know what? Then you might talk to the person. If you believe everything you read, Counselor.
Well, I believe everything I read about you.
That might be a problem, but I think you should talk to whoever's these allegations are made about. I think you should talk to that individual.
About?
Because I think you're referring to the St. Patrick's Day party I had in my office. That was a lot of that stuff in there. The media was completely wrong, and
he's having St. Patty's Day parties in his office.
That wasn't very accurate how they reported. Some of it was true, and some of it was false.
He's the best,
and he's arrogant.
Oh yeah,
he's really arrogant.
Yeah, he is. He ain't stepping down.
Like he's mad that they're asking him, like, you shouldn't believe everything you read. There's video of him cracked up,
right,
on crack, and like he's mad that they believe that he shoved someone at a party in St. Patty's Day.
And he's just throwing St. Patty's Day parties in his office. How great is that?
This guy is the absolute greatest.
What else you got? Fuck it, let's just go long form instead of the clips we cut up.
Let's see.
I love it.
Do you have the?
Here's the brother. I don't know if you want to play it before
No,
the
not
apology.
yet. Do you have the long form apology on there?
Not yet. No.
Really?
Not on this.
Ah, man. Because all right. So then he apologizes. I forgot the exact question. Something about Air Canada. I guess he had an issue in Air Canada where he was wasted and drunk or something.
Oh.
I think. I don't have the actual question.
There's more stories of him being fucked up in various places.
So then here's his apology for that one.
Okay.
I sincerely apologize. I understand the embarrassment I caused every member of this council. I understand the embarrassment that I've caused every resident in the city. I'm humiliated by it. But I cannot change the past, Councillor Thompson. All I can do is move on, and that's what I'm doing.
Oh, man, there's another clip we got to find.
He's like, I'm just going to move on.
But isn't that a nice, honest, like, I like that apology.
Right.
I'm humiliated by it. I've embarrassed everyone. He's speaking at least in human terms.
Right. I like that he's got an air of you guys are all being unreasonable.
Yeah. All right. What other clips are up on this site? Because there's one more that's really good.
This one just has the Doug Ford going off.
Yeah, that's his brother, who I had no idea was part of the system up there as well. Rob Ford's brother.
Yeah.
Is he found a unique way to try to defend his brother.
Uh-huh.
And that's it. That's it on that site.
On this site, yeah.
We did all of them. Fuck, there's one more that's really good about Air Canada. Try to find that.
Yeah. What did he do on Air Canada? Was he like wasted yelling at the staff or something?
I don't know what the incident was, but he apologized for that too, and then everyone laughed at the end.
He's an apologizing motherfucker.
Yeah, because they're bringing up all sorts of shit. They finally had it. They've had it with this guy and his shenanigans. Here's his brother though. In the meantime.
Have you ever smoked marijuana? Have you ever smoked marijuana?
Yeah, everyone? What?
Yeah, what?
Right. This is his dramatic moment to help his brother Rob out.
Yeah.
He's asking the council in general?
Everybody.
Yeah,
He's just everybody. He wants people to come forward that have ever smoked marijuana.
Have you ever smoked marijuana? Have you ever smoked marijuana?
Clarification of the motion.
Hold it. Have you ever smoked marijuana? It's a question. It's simple. A yes or a no. Have you smoked marijuana?
Point of privilege. Okay.
Point of
The answer, I
privilege.
guess, is yes. Yeah, they don't want to be
Can I invoke point of privilege here?
Point of privilege.
I don't even know what that is, but I want to use that.
That sounds good.
Point of privilege. What?
Mm-hmm.
You were born with it.
Ah, yes. You know, the white type.
So that's
wow.
Ford
He's the
and
greatest
his brother
guy.
trying to defend him.
Oh man.
That's a rough go.
Oh yeah.
That's a rough go.
Yeah.
When your brother's up there yelling at the council, have you smoked marijuana?
Marijuana.
He's trying though.
Have you smoked marijuana?
Thanksgiving dinner is going to be. I was up there trying to help you. I was asking people.
Well, you didn't help me. I don't ask the goddamn council if they smoke marijuana. Everyone in the host is upset now.
Everyone in the whole host.
This is not a host to do that in.
I was asking them if they smoke marijuana.
Yeah, well, what do you think they're going to do? Just tell you? Sure, we up in the host, we smoked a lot of it.
There's a bunch of glass house living, stone throwing, glass house living stone throwers.
I don't disagree.
Look, I was helping you pass the turkey.
All right, sure. Here, light this.
I got Thanksgiving up there.
Give me that stem.
Yeah.
Sam, go to CNN.com.
Okay. That's a town.
Oh.
I should leave.
Yeah, because
typhoon victim.
Go down. There's like a bunch of clips on the side, a little further down.
There he is up top.
Wow, yours is. Why is yours?
It's there far on.
Oh, click on that. And then on the left side, there's like 3 more clips. Go with I'm not a drug addict. I think there's more on that one.
Mayor Rob Ford, who admitted smoking crack cocaine in a drunken stupor, is now saying that he's become a
believe that what is about to happen should happen. And I'm sorry that you have gone through a turmoil in your life such as this. And I ask these questions of you because I care. And I think that
to have an intervention for the mayor of Toronto.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
The questions that should question themselves. Mr. Mayor, do you think you have an addiction problem with alcohol?
Absolutely not.
That's obvious.
Mr. Mayor, do you think you have an addiction problem with substance abuse and illicit drugs?
Absolutely not.
Right. Good by me.
Mr. Mayor, you recognize that some of your behavior points to that?
I apologize for it. Shut up.
Depends how you interpret my behavior. A few isolated incidents.
I'm smoking crack.
And yelling that you're going to kill somebody.
He's the best. The arrogance of this guy is great.
I couldn't get enough of this yesterday. And his suit jacket, he can't even button it.
His tie isn't tied right.
No.
Would he survive? He's obviously going to be done soon, but would he survive this if he came out and go, I have a problem and I need help? Hell no.
No one understands.
I mean, in Toronto, they're so nice up there, and the way they're talking to him, would there be a way for him to skate this if he came clean about everything?
No.
Not even rehab, because you have to do your duty. Or maybe if you did.
They want
do your duty.
They want him out. They're just way more polite about it. They absolutely want the guy out. And they can't kick him out, and they're saying that they need to make new legislation so they can kick him out. So now they're looking at trying to figure out the new legislation, and then officially they could say, you gotta fucking go.
How much time
they don't want him around at all.
How much time does he have left before he'd have to leave anyway?
I don't know, to be honest.
That'd be great. I'm very proud of Rob Ford's law. The law that says that you can now throw people out of office. That'll be his legacy.
Right, if they were caught smoking crack.
Yes.
Keep going there,
Absolutely not.
Absolutely
not. He's arrogant.
Oh, he's the best.
Okay, Councillor Mamadi, please speak to the mayor.
I'm trying to, Madam Speaker,
yes.
This is a very serious issue.
Okay.
I can understand how people would perceive my behavior. I can understand that.
Can you?
Because I put myself in the shoes of the taxpayers, and if they were to look at the few incidents that we've had, I could understand. They would say he may have a problem. I can assure you, I am not an alcoholic. I am not a drug addict. Have I drank? Have I done drugs? Yes, I have. It's self-inflicted, and I hope, Councillor Mamalini, I hope that nobody goes through what I have gone through in the last few months.
It's him.
You understand that there are some people on this council floor that really want to give you an opportunity and to recognize that perhaps the stress and everything else that comes along with addictions, possible addictions, points to particular behavior. Mr. Mayor, do you recognize there are a few of us that really do want to help you?
Counselor,
I don't need help.
It was not the reason I drank or did drugs was not because of stress. It was out of sheer stupidity. That's all it was. So I'm not going to blame something.
When he puts his hands together and he talks like with that emphasis, he looks like Chris Farley and Tommy Boy.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Oh, yeah,
with his suit jacket kind of stretching over.
Being sincere and putting his fingertips. He puts just his fingertips together and kind of shakes his hands at you.
A lot of the Canadians checking in. They're saying that Parliament absolutely wants him out.
Of course they do.
But a lot of the people don't want him out. Because I guess he has done some great things for Toronto.
His suit jacket won't even button.
No,
that's what I said.
Even close.
If anyone, by the way, out there wonders, what is denial in an addiction? I just want to do this. You'll never see a better example of denial.
Yeah, just show this, and it's a prime example.
And this is how everyone who's in denial out there, this is exactly how obvious this shit is to people around you.
Keep going.
I'm not going to use an excuse or a cop-out. I take full responsibility for my mistakes. I don't know what else I can say.
Okay.
I don't know what else I can say.
There is no one
else to blame but myself.
No, there isn't anyone else to admit it except yourself.
And I have admitted it over and over, and I wasn't forced to admit it. I came out and I told the world, and I know I embarrassed the city.
He lied about it.
And then he goes, I know I embarrassed the city.
There had to be, not only did there have to be announcements that there is tape, the tape had to surface before he even acknowledged that.
And then he used semantics saying, well, you didn't ask the question properly.
And that's on you, not me.
You asked me, dun 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 dun, and you should have asked me, dun 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 dun.
He'll be in office until the fall of next year, according to John. Thank you. So he's got about a year left.
Wow.
Keep going.
Let me just say this to you. The only person that could admit to having some kind of an addiction problem is the person who has it.
Absolutely.
Mr. Mayor, to a person that does care, I say this to you. In Ward 7, we've spent 15 years trying to get rid of gangbangers. We're trying to get rid of the influence that they bring on to our children. Mr. Mayor, in the behavior that we have seen, some of us have seen, including myself, there are pictures of individuals that don't do good to this city, that you seem to have a relationship with. Do you understand that even those of us that want to help you are really concerned about these things?
Counselor, this one isolated picture in front of a garage was a one-off picture. I have never met those three men in my life. They came out and asked me to take a picture with them, and that's the God-honest truth. I have never met those people. They're in court now. I'm not part of gangbangers. I do not support them. But when someone comes out and says, let's take a picture, I would take a picture. I met those people once, and I've never seen them again.
Would you consider...
What were you doing there?
Sitting
Look
down
at this stance.
Your family, with perhaps a couple of us on
an intervention
council that really do want the best for you, and to talk about how perhaps we proceed instead of, Mr. Mayor, instead of what's about to happen in this chamber. I don't want to see it. I don't think the city wants to see it. Mr. Mayor, listen to me. I don't think the city wants to see it. I think the best thing in this particular case is for us to talk to you and figure out what it is, if anything.
Google it.
We need to do to proceed in this particular case without the stone throwing, the yelling, the screaming, and the embarrassment.
Okay, that was your last question.
Counselor, I have talked to my family. I have talked to professionals. Counselor, action speaks louder than words.
Ah, that's right. Like smoking crack.
Forgiveness. I've apologized. I want to move on. That's all I can say right now, Counselor, and I do appreciate your support and your sincerity.
Councillor Mihevik, question.
Oh, boy. It doesn't stop.
Mr. Mayor,
Okay, so we've been listening to...
The words are, I'm not addicted to crack.
Right.
The actions are, even though I'm the mayor, I'm smoking crack.
I'm smoking crack. Yeah.
Was that the end of that clip?
Yeah.
All right.
It goes back to the anchor.
Yeah, look at the other. Is that the main one? And then there's 3 on the side.
Those are, I don't think these are from the...
Here, go back a page.
He is fantastic to watch.
And then look on the left side again, because there's another one. Oh, you click on that.
The sheer denial that he really did anything.
Oh, I see what you did. Okay, all right. Colin Quinn.
Getting thrown out. Oh, Carl,
how do you like this Rob Ford thing?
Oh, man, I thought Justin Bieber was the craziest guy in Canada.
Look out.
Apparently he has a nice big dick, too. Did you hear that?
Oh, Jesus.
He's well endowed and good in bed.
Yeah.
We learned that
He has a
yesterday.
big cock, that little shrimp.
Yeah,
that's what some whore said down in
Brazilian.
Brazil. But I think she was paid off.
I'll tell you, at least that guy's an excuse. Some of these politicians down here, they act like they're on crack, even though they're not.
Oh, Jesus. Look out, Carl.
Yeah.
I just called to give you an update on Norton the other day on the set of my web pilot.
Oh, nice.
What
First
is
of all,
this?
Before the scene, 2 minutes before he actually dropped some happy knowledge on him, which I was, Jim, I'm grateful. If I didn't seem grateful, if I seemed a little confused, please, I take it back. He goes to me, leans in, not being funny, and goes, this is a good idea. You know, the web, a lot of people are doing stuff on the web now. It's
well, yeah.
Basically telling us the hot new thing, which was
a hot new thing.
2011, whenever that. And he does the scene with this girl. So in the scene, it's like him, with this French girl. At the end of the scene, he's kind of flirting with her. He goes, you shave under your arms? I kind of like that, So I'm watching. He's doing great, funny, riffing, nailing us all, and then throwing it into the girl. Then he goes, all my crew's there, all these excited young people, they got little cameras, little indie people. He goes to the girl, this little French girl, she's excited probably to be working, seeing all these people. He decides to improv. He goes, it's like 10:30 in the morning. Do you shave your pussy? The whole place is just dead silent.
No, I'll tell you.
Shave your pussy?
Yeah, that was
If it was anybody else, I would be like, wow, that's really, somebody's being hostile, trying to fucking shock and offend.
No.
We all know. For him, that's like saying, it was a little chilly today.
Yeah. Here's why I said that to her. Because in the scene, you were saying that we were going to improv a little bit and go out. So we had done the scene where the line was, do you shave? And about her armpits and stuff. So I was like, I just went to the net. We had done that 1 or 2 times. I knew we were going to do it again. So I just did something different. And I kept it along the same, do you shave? Do you shave? And I said, do you shave your pussy? And she was like a little taken back. And I'm like, sound like a certain... Yeah, but I mean, like, why not? I mean, it felt like it worked in the moment. It wasn't hostile, though. It was not at all hostile.
I didn't think it was hostile. I just thought it was really unfucking called for.
Wow.
I'll tell you why not.
Why?
How about this? How about all girls shave their pussy, French girls don't shave their underarms? She was French.
Yeah.
That's why you would even say it.
But they don't all shave their... That's not true. Apparently you've been with 3 girls in the last 15 years. They don't all shave their pussies.
What's that?
They don't all shave their pussies. That was why I was asking. Because the point of that whole bit was that I didn't want my mother to know what a pervert I am. So the fact that I was asking about the girls shaving the underarms was kind of like me letting in, like, oh, I'm a pervert and they're filming this, which I got. And we did that. But then I took it to 1/6. I actually like that scent, so I took it into an area of scent. And then when I started talking about how much I like that stink a little bit, that's when pussy came up to be a logical move. Yeah.
You didn't see it that way, Carl?
No, I think it was outrageous.
Just a little shocking.
And they loved it. The crew loved it, by the way. The crew actually enjoyed it.
Beyond the pale.
No, but that was if I'm trying to do a scene where I'm talking to somebody and I don't want my mother to think I'm a pervert, well, that was that was a logical.
Exciting.
Because I was talking to her logically.
I gave you perfectly crafted goals. You decided this dialogue stinks. I'm going to make it better on my own.
No, I think the dialogue was good. It was very good. But
perfectly crafted goals.
Yeah, we did it. Then you said we were going to improv a little and just kind of stay loose. And maybe if you wanted me to be married to the script, you would have given it to me more than 12 hours before I shot it.
Oh, shit.
No, that part was great. But
what is this about?
I would like to know about why you felt it necessary to drop that web knowledge on me right before the scene.
Well, just because I had...
really asinine. That was like somebody's aunt telling them about the goddamn web being popular.
No, it was like, let's be honest, we're shooting... Hold on, I'm explaining myself. It's like when your friend is shooting a series at PBS, and you know they'd rather be at Fox or NBC, and you go, you know what? PBS is great. There's no commercials.
Oh, damn. Oh, shit. I think I know what he means right there, Colin.
Exactly what he means.
That was a charity fucking compliment.
However, fucking...
That all makes sense to me.
Yeah.
However, I did mean it, though, because I've been thinking about shooting something on the web, and I felt when I saw the way that... No, I'm talking to my other friends. You just happen to be eavesdropping right now.
I've been thinking about shooting something on the web.
I have, on the web, yes.
You and everybody else in the goddamn country, including me.
Yeah, but it just didn't seem like a feasible option, like it would catch fire, until the last couple of years where now you're starting to hear, well, even though Netflix is not the internet, they're doing these series on Netflix, and they're starting to do real legitimate series in other places other than TV.
That's true.
Oh, my God. He just said the Netflix thing. That's a 2-year-old fucking story.
Did I not just say in the last couple of years?
Wow. Yeah, you did. Colin wants to come across like he knows everything about the internet.
This is why Colin is hated by all. This is why Colin is disliked in all circles.
Yeah.
Disliked by one and all.
Yes, but I just said the last couple of years, and you're yelling at me saying the last couple of years. Yeah, I said the last couple of years. The House of Cards, and then...
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no. He said House of Cards. Wait a minute. Now he's gone too far. Here's what you should have said, Jim.
Orange is the New Black.
If you were a goddamn master of the obvious,
hold on.
You would say, yeah, as we all know, it's been big the last couple of years. Instead, you said it like it was fucking breaking headline news.
Well, I don't have to say as we all know, because we're not eating caviar at a fucking party on the Upper East Side. As we all know, gentlemen, I'm just speaking in honest language.
Yeah.
Amazon is now beginning. Yeah, language. I'm talking to the people in the street. Amazon is about to start doing series now. They're about to start doing.
They already are.
What are they doing?
Doing it for a year.
No, they haven't been.
Amazon.
Well.
But even if they haven't, I didn't know about it. It's all new. If they've been doing it for a year, you can't act like it's been happening since 1972.
I know. Colin's making it sound like they've won fucking awards and.
Yeah, all you're doing is backing up what I'm saying 110%.
No, not true. Here's the thing. You guys always have the cutting edge news right off the hot. Every technological thing, everything that happens is right off today's press.
Yes, right.
Somehow when it comes to show business, the business you're supposedly in, Jim, you're bringing out these blockbuster bombshells about Amazon. Well, you should have brought up like 8 months ago.
Well, look at my circle of friends. How am I supposed to know what's going on in show business?
It is true that there's certainly a lack of movement, a lack of forward.
What is Colin working on? What is this? What are you working on?
Well,
with
I wasn't going to say anything.
The intertubes there, Col?
Here's the sad thing. I actually thought Norton would have spent all day yesterday talking about it, so I was like, well, what do you mean?
Maybe. Sometimes these things are, you got to keep them on
I
the
think
QT.
he probably felt that keeping it close to the best, unlike the other idiots.
Yeah, no, I keep it private unless I'm told I can discuss it.
Yeah.
I appreciate that. Well, I got a nice text yesterday from one of our friends who was involved in it. Really enjoyed working. We really had fun.
Yeah. A friend of ours.
Yes.
Yes.
The rich boss.
That stupid idiot.
Aw.
Horrendous. He showed his gut on the camera, and it showed me how much we've all aged.
What's the fucking deal here? What's the premise of this whole thing?
Whoa, all right.
Christ.
It's basically a web, because the web is big right now.
I'll tell you what it's about. It's about a mean-spirited man who has no friends, and every episode opens with him in the mirror wondering why he has no friends, and then the episode kind of unravels, and you understand why he has no friends.
Yeah, right, okay.
Yeah.
Well, there is an element like that, actually. It's sort of like it's a show within a show. It's hard to explain, really, but it's like what? No.
Well, it's hard to explain. That's always a good thing.
Yeah.
No, it's like a cop show about making a cop show,
Oh, okay. So
it's all based on the fact that I've never been on Law and Order, really.
So it's like a web show about making a web show thing.
I guess. Yeah.
Have you watched any of my scene?
Yes, it was really funny.
Did it come off as believable?
Yeah, it was great.
Thank you. That's all that matters.
Yeah.
You're really taking your acting up a notch.
All that matters, Kyle, is the work. That's all that matters.
Yes,
The craft.
Right. You're right.
Jimmy's craft.
Yes, but I will stand by that improv about the girl's pussy, because where I was going with it was scent.
That was horrendous. That poor thing.
Don't play with the bit boys if you don't answer questions.
That's your cunt.
Yeah, exactly. He was like Mig.
He'd throw cum in her hair.
Yeah, she handled it okay.
Did she?
Yeah.
I can smell. Yeah, she handled like Jodie Foster. I can smell her cum.
Was she cute, Jimmy?
Oh, she was beautiful.
Yeah?
She had a boyfriend. But it was simply because if the scene wasn't that, I would never have done that.
Right.
But I guess in my world, Carl, when you're playing this game with men of my caliber, hairy armpits is not that deviant.
I know that. I realize if it was anybody else, I would have been like, wow, that guy was trying to be hostile.
Right.
Yeah, no,
it was just like top of the morning. I got it.
Yeah, I didn't feel hostile at all. She was very nice.
No. She probably, who knows, maybe she went home that night and thought about it. I don't know.
Is she in the whole series?
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, she's great.
When can we see this? When can we expect to see this?
Guys, I'd love to. I mean, there's a couple of things only people who know what they would get, too. So.
Oh, boy. I like that.
All right.
Nice.
Thinking about an innocent hooker.
Didn't answer my question at all, but
yeah, I can't believe you have time. I can't believe you have time to do this, Colin, with the big road trip right around the corner.
Right.
Bobo.
The Bobo road trip.
Believe me, I'm excited about the road trip. But as I said, one of you three has to come. It can't just be me, Bobo.
I'm very busy.
The Sam will come.
No, I'll go in a second.
You go on that?
God.
Oh, in a second I would go.
I mean, after the aborted bus trip, we're supposed to be on right now. We're supposed to be on the bus.
Why don't we experiment with like a day trip? We'll just go somewhere silly with you two.
All right.
I'll film the whole fucking thing.
Give it a little short-term thing, see what it's like.
Yeah, just to feel it out a little bit.
I mean, I don't know how Bobo feels about City Field, but a trip there might be interesting.
Oh, he loves it.
Not long enough. You got to go on a real trip.
Yeah, we got to go out up into the mountains or like to I don't know, a fucking theme park or like we got to go apple picking, some dumb thing.
Out there to take a trip to Philly and back.
Well, yeah, we could do that.
Yeah.
Fly fishing.
Yeah, we could do fly. Well, we've done the fly fishing already, so we got to figure out something else.
Oh God.
How about paintball?
Paintball. How about we just sleep in the woods for a night?
A camping trip.
A little camping
trip.
Might
be kind of fun.
Oh, God, I can picture that one.
When is my next scene?
Oh, all right.
I don't know. We're just doing a pilot and see if somebody will buy it. Otherwise, it's just another stupid web pilot, All
right. Well, the web's a good place these days.
Are you directing?
Yeah.
Oh.
Who knows when we get Bobo on one of these days?
That'd be good. He's a star in the making.
And Lady Di. Do you have her number?
Oh, Lady Di will definitely be on.
That's
lock. No, but she'll be on, I promise.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Well,
maybe do a little erotic scene or something.
Oh, some erotica.
Erotica.
I do like the Colin Quinn project, I gotta say. Colin's a funny guy. All right, now I got something to look forward to on the intertubes, on the web. That new bastion of talent that Jimmy speaks of.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Thanks, guys.
Write me another scene.
Wow.
I'd like to scene with Paul Anka, my buddy.
Still holding that grudge.
Wow, he won't let that one go.
Yeah, I'm still mad at him. Every time somebody tweets at me, they always put in Paul Anka just to infuriate me.
Piss you off.
All right. Well, I'm mad because his gift wasn't sincere. He gave the same exact gift.
He did, yeah.
He gave the same exact gift to every single person that interviewed him.
Yeah, that big thing of Creed cologne.
Oh, he sent you that. That's right. He never sent mine.
Oh, wow.
I got a canter.
Oh, yeah, well.
A crystal decanter, excuse me.
Paul Mark about the whole Rob Ford thing. He can connect it because he's a Canadian,
Yeah.
Nice, doing the Justin Bieber thing. You get a fucking 2 hours of gold. He goes,
Yeah.
All right, Colin.
All right, guys. Off to the sets. See you later.
Bye, Colin.
He called up just to fucking insult Jim Norton.
That's right, but he was rebuffed on both points.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. He was slapped down on both points, and he knows it. That's why he's humiliated, slinked off the phone.
But how could the writer-director be wrong about what he's written and is directing as far as what's being said on set?
Because the writer-director said, because the rest of the dialogue implied that I didn't want my mother to see this stuff about me. And I didn't want her to know my personal business, that I'm dirty. And yet, in this moment of documentary shit, I come out with the armpit question.
Okay.
So this in the one moment I'm talking about, I don't know that, and then I slip and do that. So it's like my mother's going to see what a dirtbag I am, and improv was encouraged, and Colin said we're going to improv.
Okay, all right.
And that was a big part of it, so I had already done the scene. It was very funny. But I said, it just occurred to me in that moment, do you shave your pussy? But it didn't feel hostile. It was like, that's a really gross thing to ask somebody. And she was French, and the French, because Colin doesn't understand this stuff as much. He's too busy reading and being fancy. I'm in the trenches of being a pig. I know. And if there's anyone likely to have a stinky pussy, it's a French person.
So let's say, like you were doing a movie with Steven Spielberg, let's say.
Yes.
Would you argue with him about what he felt was inappropriate on the set?
Never, but if Steven had given me that exact same direction, and we had been through the exact same process, I would explain it the same way. Mr. Spielberg, you told me this. You said to improv, this is what the scene was doing. I wouldn't have improv'd if you'd not encouraged it.
That was pretty good acting right there. You used your hands. You were talking to Steven Spielberg.
Comfortably.
Yeah.
My left hand.
Oh, I liked it.
Let's eat.
That was believable.
We got lots to do.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to eat some food now. Stay there.
The Opie and Anthony Show.
Reverend Run is only 49 years old today. Seems a lot older than that.
He's got to be older than that.
He's got to be, right?
I'm 45. There's no way he's 49.
That's can't be true.
It's impossible.
He's not taking care of himself. I saw him in Philly at that concert that Pearl Jam was at, and he was out of shape after one song.
Oh.
It was the big reunion, I think. It was the first time they played in a long time. And he did I think they only did 3, maybe 4 songs, and he was out of breath.
Patrice loved this song. This is one of his favorite songs.
Yeah?
Yep.
Old school, yo.
Yeah. It's been about 2 years for Patrice already.
What's the exact date? I try not to...
I don't want to know the exact date.
But is it the 11th?
It's right around here. I know it's right around here. It's been 2 years already. Speaking of which, the Opie and Anthony podcast is dedicated to Patrice O'Neal. We went really long this week as well. Usually our podcast is about an hour, a little over an hour a week.
16 hours, this one.
This one's, 16 hours. I think it's close to 3. It's like 2.5, something like that. So go get the Opie and Anthony podcast. It's a solid one.
Oh, Kenny's got something to add.
Yes, Kenny.
November 29th.
Oh, it's okay.
Thanks. Harbinger of Doom. Right there.
I just said I didn't want to know
Grim
the exact
Reaper
date.
Came up. He's got it etched in his sickle.
November 29th.
I thought it was earlier than that, too.
I think it's earlier. That's when the service was, right?
Yeah.
I think that's when the service was.
No, he might be right.
We had this controversy last year because somebody made a mistake on the date last year.
All right.
So I wrote it down in my phone so we have the correct.
Just write it down. Jot it down. You get an idea, jot it down, Rob.
Who made the mistake on the date?
I don't know, the mistake. It was on the prep sheet last year.
Oh, I see.
So now we got the exact date. So, well, he is absolutely fucking missed. Period.
Anyone see Mike Tyson with the closing bell?
No, he missed it.
Did he do anything? No?
That Mike Tyson interview yesterday was so much fun. I think next week we're gonna do a best of Mike Tyson on our show for next week's podcast. We were thinking of just throwing that interview on, but I'm thinking we should get all his appearances and really just make it fucking smoke.
Yeah.
He's been on 4 times now.
Yeah. He was fucking hilarious yesterday, man. And then we all took a wonderful photo.
It was a terrific photo.
Yeah, after the show.
I don't know if that was a wonderful photo.
Holy shit, did I just get fucking hammered on that? It could be one of the top 3 worst photos I've ever taken in my life. I don't know what I was doing. I was making a face.
Were you scared he was going to punch you?
No, it was just one of those faces. I was kind of, I had my bottom lip kind of tucked in.
Why would you even
above my teeth?
Why would you even do that though?
I don't know. It was like a split-second thing.
That's like harder to even do.
And E-Rock is obviously trying to fucking conserve Megs on a camera because he takes one picture, one shot, cut, print, perfect. and
it should be a rapid.
Yeah. Just you should take like 10 pictures of the same fucking scene.
Rapid fire that shit.
So all those cameras have fucking rapid fire now.
Right.
Take a bunch of pictures, find the best one. Because that one, now that light is shining from above, right in my face.
Half your face.
To highlight my chin sticking out and what looks like my lower teeth.
Well, the hat hurts
gone.
too. The hat casts a shadow too.
The hat is casting a shadow on half my face. The jaw thing though, it's a Rocky Dennis jaw. It just is awful. I'm hunched over. It's one of the worst pictures I've ever taken. And lo and behold, there it was up on Twitter. So I was just getting fucking abused.
Did you see the version of it I tweeted? I wanted to show people that Ant was actually looked okay in this photo.
Oh, so you zoomed in.
No, yeah, but it wasn't to mock it, and I realized in hindsight it might have come off as mocking it.
In hindsight.
Yeah, I didn't mean to. It was not intentional.
Man.
Down a little bit, I guess. Oh, there it is.
Let's see. Oh, God.
Wow, it's just a picture of him.
Yeah.
Is your jaw that big?
No, it's not.
Why'd you make that face?
I don't
like I
understand.
said, if
how do you make your jaw to look that big?
I don't know. It's part the light. I was tucking it in like this. So it looks like I have my lower. People are like, what? You forget your lower dentures at home?
They weren't nice. They weren't nice about the picture.
They were very mean, Opie.
That's a surprise.
I know. Twitter people are usually very nice.
Extremely understanding, usually, but
I was laughing alone in my apartment. Looking at someone tweeted that and
Reddit.
Rocky Dennis,
right?
And then they tweeted Frankenberry.
Frankenberry. They said I look like
God,
Frankenberry, the old pervert guy from fucking Family Guy. I don't know.
Is that Reddit?
Well, we only had two pictures of Mike Tyson, and the other one you weren't looking at the camera.
Yeah, I just happened to be looking.
That was the only reason I picked that one to tweet.
That was the one to do. So I would have picked that just to hand.
You weren't looking at the camera, so it was obvious to tweet the other one.
Yeah, I was looking at his publicist Joanne. I was looking at her camera because she had a cell phone was taking them, so I think I was looking at the wrong one.
See, that's why I don't like taking the group shots. We rarely take the group shots because if the picture doesn't come out good for somebody,
right?
Now there's 3 chances that somebody's going to look like fucking Rocky Dennis or a disaster.
And if there's a few, group pictures, you're always going to look at yourself in the picture and go, oh, okay, I look the best in this one, and you ignore what everyone else looks like.
Exactly.
That's human nature.
So there I am, your jaw sticking out. Dudley Do-Right.
That was good. And why are they talking about it on Reddit? They're probably talking about Tyson?
No, the Opie and Anthony subforum on Reddit. The main page picture is actually it's more around Anthony.
Oh.
And his protruding jaw.
Yeah. Anthony's horrible Mike Tyson pick.
Oh, look at that. It's like the top topic.
That's great.
All kinds of comments on it.
Of course. Well,
saying he doesn't look good enough.
Let he who never took a shitty picture cast the first insult.
Attaboy, Ant.
Well, you're like Rob Ford's brother.
Exactly.
Fuck.
I'd just like to move on from this picture.
Right.
Oh, God, that is just horrid.
E-Rock really did change the photo with the quickness, though.
Yeah.
He panicked when you were like, what the fuck?
E-Rock, comment?
Oh, E-Rock, what did you do?
It actually wasn't Ant's comment. I put it up on the Facebook, and then within the first 2 refreshes, there was 120 comments on it. I went, oh, shit. And pulled it down.
Wait, you pulled it down after the comments?
Why?
I put the second photo up.
Oh, that's just a bad one, too.
E-Rock was scared of the wrath of Anthony Comey.
But then he also took it off the Twitter account, and he took it off the Instagram.
Yeah.
Yeah, because none of us want to be made fun of in a picture. Why would we want something that people are going to laugh about?
I gave E-Rock some flack a few years back about a bad picture, but in a group picture, it's a different dynamic. You don't really have a say. It's like, whatever. It has to happen.
I've taken so many atrocious photos.
Just terrible pictures.
Oh, I highlight the awfulness of it. Who cares?
Yeah. At this point, what are you going to do?
Yeah, everyone knows what we look like.
But E-Rock squeezes off that one photo in the camera. Look out, I got it. Click. All right.
Moment captured.
Hope that's good. I don't want to, in this age of digital photography and the ability to fucking just see it immediately and take another one. Why,
He's treating it like he's using disposable flash bulbs.
Yeah, like he's got an old Kodak Instamatic with one of the small 12 exposure rolls.
I got to reload the flash powder.
Sometimes he takes a second shot. Sometimes he takes a safety.
Yeah, well, he did. He took a second shot. And that one's just as bad. And I don't know.
The other one wasn't bad. The problem was that Jimmy wasn't looking. We wanted to see Jimmy's, sweet boy face.
Yes,
that light.
Smiling.
I was standing right where that fucking light is.
We should know better. The lighting in this studio is horrendous for pictures. Yeah. Horrendous.
That one looks pretty bad.
Isn't there one we can turn on that we don't? There's a brighter one.
That one above your head. We're supposed to take pictures that way.
That way. Because we always take it this way.
Yeah, whatever. No one gives a fuck. It's logistics.
Well,
so maybe next time we'll all move over to that side of the studio.
There is an official Opie and Anthony Show Instagram account now.
Oh, boy.
O&A
some dude
Show.
was really, really nice. He had a Twitter account that was OA Show.
O&A Show.
O&A Show, right. So, and a lot of the celebrities and stuff, they acknowledged that as our official Twitter account. Cool. And then E-Rock asked the guy if he could, if we could officially have that Twitter account. And the guy just gave it to us. He was fucking cool. He just gave it to us. And he has like 30,000 followers or something.
Go for him.
Yeah.
Good guy.
Thank you to that guy. We should set him up with some shit.
Yeah. So O&A Show on Twitter and O&A Show on Instagram are official show accounts, so everybody follow.
Yeah, and those two accounts are going to have a lot more pictures on them and stuff, just, behind the scenes shit. And
our social media presence is going to start increasing as we become a media destination.
All right, we are a media destination. We're not yet.
No.
Tim Sabian says we're not a media destination yet. That's his goal, to make this a media destination.
A media destination.
Even though, I don't know, Mike Tyson was here, so I think I think that means we're a media destination, but officially we're not.
And we're blogging, too. We got O&A Clip of the Day on the SiriusXM blog now.
Wow, very cool. All right, so Tim's getting things done.
Yeah.
Radio Wizard couldn't figure any of this shit out.
Jim, is this internet thing going to take off, you think?
Apparently, there's got legs.
All right. I hope so.
I don't like Colin's out of context.
He really did.
I
called to just shit on you.
Yeah. Try to tell a guy a nice thing.
We found another Rob Ford clip.
Oh, we're done with my fucking...
Oh, you want to keep going? I was trying to help you out.
I appreciate that.
we could languish in this if you want.
No, my wailing flowers and madam fucking chin.
There's
Get rid of the flowers, please.
Yeah. One guy actually, one guy to make you feel better gave us all a chin. It made me laugh really hard. I forgot to retweet it.
Oh, that's good.
He put your chin on all of our faces.
Oh, good. That's nice. We all share.
That guy, if you're out there, just tweet it to me again so I can retweet it. It was pretty clever.
Jim, when you cropped everybody else except Anthony out of the picture, did you not realize people would in turn make fun of Anthony more?
No, it was accidental because I wanted to do a kind of a Gold Rush joke. And then the Pepperidge Farm remembers.
Pepperidge Farm remembers.
Reference and something else, and I didn't realize that they would take that as I was being insulted.
You quoted Spock.
Oh, yeah.
That was implying that I was wearing dentures and forgot my dentures.
Dude, that made me laugh.
Oh, man. Yeah, it's an awful one.
He quoted this, "I have been and always shall be
your friend." Thanks, Jim. That's
a real pal right there.
I've taken 30 years of those.
Oh, please.
Nothing better than a bad picture.
Yeah, that was a bad one. What are you going to
do? Do you understand when I saw that? I was like, this could be I've never seen anything that made me happier.
I know. You texted me immediately.
I was happier.
How happy you were at my awful picture. You bastards. Yeah, what are you going to do? Oh, we have more of the...
well, we got the
Rob Ford.
Well, the other clip from yesterday where he was accused of bullying.
Oh.
Because I guess one of the guys from Parliament was trying to, I don't know... move up front to ask a question or some procedural thing.
Oh,
but
point of procedure.
But Rob Ford was in his way. And Rob Ford decided not to move and have a stare down with the guy, and he's a mere 3 inches from his face. And he just would not move until someone broke it up.
And he is an immovable force, as they say.
And then they finally went their separate ways, but then it had to be brought up on the floor yesterday in Parliament. Here, hit this clip.
I think the only...
Point of privilege, Councilman Wong.
Yes, thank you, Madam Chair. I think most of the crowds saw just a couple of minutes ago, Councillor Thompson was observing this. I was approaching the chair. Madam Speaker. The mayor stopped me, blocked my path. He physically stood in my way in a threatening way. And other councillors saw this. He ordered me to sit down. He said, "Why don't you move your motion?" I had to explain to him that it's time to question staff. He said, "Why don't you move your motion?" And I explained to him that I wanted to speak with you. He stood in my way and blocked my path in a threatening way, in a way that I have never experienced on my time on this council.
You're too much, buddy.
I would ask
Councilor Ford, please.
I would ask that he
Too much, buddy.
apologize.
Mayor Ford.
He's demanding
before the
an
break,
apology.
Councilman Wong asked for an apology.
Tattled on him.
Councilman Wong indicated that you were threatening Councilman Wong. Now, I, as Speaker, Percy did not hear it, and you were standing in front of me. But there are members of council that indicate that, in fact, that was the case. So I'm asking Mayor Ford if you can please apologize for that comment.
What is this about?
Watch this.
Mayor Ford.
Madam Speaker, I did not threaten Councilman Wong in any way, shape, or form. He knows that. When people ask questions, what is the proper protocol in this chamber? Are they supposed to sit in their seat when people are asking questions of staff?
Yes, they are.
Okay. I asked him to take his seat. He did not tell me he was going to talk to you. He said, "No, I'm not going to take my seat." And that was the conversation. I did not threaten him, and that's exactly what happened. So I have nothing to apologize. I want him to follow proper protocol and sit in his seat when people are asking questions.
Point of parliamentary procedure.
Just every day there's going to be another clip from this guy.
That's great. He said, "Fuck you."
Go fuck yourself.
I'll apologize for the crack shit, but not for that.
That guy's a little rat. Guy that snitched on him.
He is.
Make him say he's sorry.
He said, "I want him to apologize to me." Fuck you.
So the Obama health care, my God, the numbers came out yesterday.
Wow. Apparently people were clamoring for this.
And they're hinting that the White House could have even pumped up the ridiculously low number.
Yeah.
So it could even be lower than what they're saying. But basically, if you break it down, 27,000 people signed up for health care using the new federal website. 27,000 people. That's it. And now the Democrats are finally, panicking, and they're going to have like all sorts of secret meetings today, or
yeah, they're seeing the midterm elections
going bye-bye,
going away if they don't come out and say, "Hey, you got to fix this shit."
So they're demanding Obama fixes it. I think today. They're saying he needs to fix it today.
Can he fix
it?
Can he fix it so people don't lose their insurance? Like he apologized.
That's what everyone wants at this point. Both sides want that. They want the people to be able to keep their insurance policies.
All right, so they'll fix that.
We'll see.
I don't think so.
We'll see.
I don't think so. The White House is pretty fucking arrogant.
And they need 7 million people by March, I believe, for this whole thing to work.
Yeah.
And they're saying there's no fucking way they're going to get 7 million by March.
How do they have a fucking website that doesn't work?
It's a government website.
It's
embarrassing.
And not be able to fix it.
It's everything you need to know about Washington.
In like a month.
Yeah. It's everything you need to know.
Utter incompetence.
Oh.
And that's why we don't like our taxes going up. That's the same group of dumb motherfuckers that want more of our money.
Yeah, they want more of our money. We don't even know where it goes.
Now, you look at it.
No accountability.
You got this website that they put together. People weren't clamoring to get on it, and it wouldn't handle what little traffic they were getting.
Right.
And then they go, well, this happens. You get a site like Amazon on Cyber Monday or Black Friday, whatever it is. They are getting so many fucking hits.
Or our Facebook page when, the Tyson picture hit.
Well, amazing.
I mean, the traffic that we got yesterday was ridiculous, but
you look at like a commerce site like Amazon where people are putting in information,
Netflix,
getting information, they're purchasing
Drudge
things.
Report.
Yeah, things like it's amazing. This site, they couldn't even put the fucking site up and make it work. Don't you understand? Government is not there to run commerce sites and to do things. These are things that private businesses do well with, and they should be handling things like this.
They should have hired some experts that know this shit.
Oh, they paid so much money.
Well, they picked
for
the
this
wrong
site.
fucking guy. Obviously.
And it's just a clusterfuck.
They're so dumb. A month of a website not working. It's absolutely embarrassing.
Could you imagine you would if the guy running Amazon's website, it launched and it had a problem, which is viable, sure. a month later, it's still fucked up. Would you not fire everyone involved?
Yeah, that's a good example, man. Amazon or Netflix. The amount of traffic those companies do and almost never go down.
Yeah.
What about Facebook? I mean, not only do we do crazy traffic, but it's just millions of people refresh all
Who
day.
uses Facebook?
The kids.
I'll use a little after the B.
It's fascinating, though.
It's amazing.
Obama's in a horrendous spot now.
And the Democrats are starting to go like, hey, we're with you, but you better fix some of this shit or
They're
else
not with them.
We're bailing.
They're not really with them.
Yeah, he's arrogant, but they have elections to win, so don't turn on him.
They're trying to figure out how to save their own ass now. His approval rating is at an all-time low. And then his number as far as people trusting him is really bad, too.
Well, he blatantly
Extremely
fucking
bad.
was dishonest with the American people. If you like your insurance, you could keep it. You like your doctor, you could keep him. This is not going to cost a dime. Not one dime. And like, it's all just bullshit.
Right.
And it's weird. He's got the exact same reputation now as Bush in the sense that people don't trust him. They don't think
Read
he's
my
honest.
lips. How about that fucking Bush? When Bush did that, it lost the election for him.
Yes, it did.
Read my lips. No new taxes. And then he's like, whoops. I kind of have to raise taxes, people.
And Obama was kind of hiding yesterday, huh?
He's been hiding a lot.
But he should be, out front.
Oh, you think he'd
take
own
this
it?
shit on? Yes.
Like
you
I
gotta
did
do
with my picture.
I don't know if he should do something.
Yeah.
Talk to the American people.
No, what he'd
Instead
rather
of that
do.
Jay Carney guy every day.
Jay Carney.
Jesus.
They would rather parade out this shyster. If someone, what a perfect name, Carney, because that's what he is. The Carney addressing the rubes. He gets out there, will not answer a fucking question. He doesn't answer the press's questions. And they pound him on it and say, you're not answering the question.
Right.
Well, what the president meant to say, it's just all horse shit.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody said on Twitter, if they fix Obamacare and allow previous plans, it undercuts the premium base that they were counting on to finance.
Of course.
Is that true?
True. Yeah.
Well, I mean, Obama wanted to get rid of, quote, junk plans.
Yeah.
What's that mean?
It means he needs more people to fucking sign up for his shit and not keep what they have already. That's what that means.
He needs
because he needs
people.
the numbers. He needs 7 million people by March. So he came up with this thing that a lot of us have junk plans. So you got to get rid of all those people and have them, force them to sign up immediately to get the numbers up.
You also have to get plans that have child orthodontia and fucking maternity premiums that
what
you
if
have
you're
to pay.
single, you don't have kids?
You have to.
It doesn't matter.
And this is why.
How dare the fucking government do that? How dare them?
They're forcing you to buy this that you don't need. And the reason is because people on the lower end of the spectrum, the impoverished people that want subsidized health care, the ones that actually will get free or very, very inexpensive insurance, the people that pay for the orthodontia and the child fucking maternity stuff, they're paying for the people on the lower end of the spectrum. Like it's like me paying my school taxes I was talking about yesterday. I don't have kids that are going to school, but I have to pay the taxes to keep everything,
But at least you get something out of that because your house value goes up when you're in a good school district.
And you get a better neighborhood.
You'll be paying for the impoverished people to take care of their kids.
But here's the problem. I mean, it sucks for us, but we can handle it. I mean, he's expecting the middle class to do this as well. And that's the biggest problem with this whole fucking thing. I'm mad that my shit's going up, but I can afford it, and it's not going to hurt me in the end. But it's the middle class that should be completely outraged. Because, once again, because we're talking about Obamacare, everyone's calling.
Yeah.
My insurance went from $400 to $760. People cannot afford that.
Yeah.
We can, and it sucks. You don't want to pay more money no matter how much money you got.
The middle class getting
fucked. But the middle class is really getting fucked with that because he's expecting the middle class to help him bring up the others with their health care.
And they said the government is not allowed to force you to buy something.
What's tax?
They can't. So the Supreme Court dubbed it a tax. just semantics. It's pure semantics.
But wasn't that the justice? Wasn't that John?
Yeah, he's a conservative.
Kind of. Yeah, that's an odd thing.
Something happened. Someone said something to somebody, made a favor. I don't doubt it.
The Supreme Court is fairly independent.
I know, but
fuck, we lost the guy. Supposedly the website cost, if I remember this guy correctly, $600 million. Oh, here it is.
It's amazing.
Okay, it took. Okay, here's the one I need. Let me say hi to Matt in Michigan. I'm not sure if this is right, but let's see. Go ahead, Matt.
Hey, how's it going, guys?
Hey.
Hello, Matt.
It cost over $600 million, and they actually had a no-bid contract to one of Michelle Obama's friends from college, I guess.
I've heard the Michelle Obama college thing for a while now.
Her college buddy.
So what? She's taking care of someone she went to college with instead of really, seeing who was the best for the job.
Yeah, and they had a big contract, and the company's actually CGI, and they did Canada's healthcare website. They did that one too, when they did it. They had the same problems that they're having now with America.
All right.
Yeah, there's no reason for that. That's just truly everything you need to know about the government and why you don't want to give them more money. They can't get a website to work in a fucking month.
Right.
What embarrassing assholes the people they hire.
And that's why I don't think they're listening to all of us. I mean, relax. You think they can handle that? They might pick a few of us to listen a little bit, but in general, I mean, they can't get a website to work.
Who are the Republicans going to run in 16?
Christie.
Oh, right.
So obvious.
Although some people are saying Christie won't play in Peoria. They're looking like, this guy's that outspoken Jersey guy. And if you look, on the East Coast here, it's like, oh, yeah, this is the kind of guy we want, the no-nonsense kind. But the middle America looks and goes,
really?
I don't like that. He's kind of a shitty guy.
It's still early, though, too. It's still early. But this is a clusterfuck. And then what? A million Californians got notices that their insurance was being dropped yesterday?
Yeah.
Because they need the numbers, so you get rid of that million, and then that million now has to sign up.
It's like, look who signed up.
Right.
How can they make you get rid of your
insurance?
insurance?
Under the guise that they have junk policies. It's not junk policies. You figure out what you can afford.
Isn't that none of the government's fucking business?
You patch it together depending on how much money you make.
What is the legality behind that? They snuck it in with a tax. Okay, it's an extra tax.
Yeah.
What is the legality behind making you drop an insurance policy? How do they explain that?
It doesn't have the criteria. It doesn't.
But what's the legality in allowing the government to dictate what criteria is appropriate?
Obama's bill.
But no, but you know what I'm saying? Like the Supreme Court, they say it's a tax. I follow that logical progression. That's how you make that money. How the fuck can they tell you what's an appropriate policy? What are they standing on? They have to be standing on something and saying this is what it is.
I think it's the tax issue. They can force you to have to buy something because it's dubbed a tax.
But they also crunch the numbers. They need 7 million people by March. So how are you going to get those 7 million people?
Yeah.
You cancel policies.
You cancel them. And it forces people to sign up. So then you can say, wow, look how many people signed up. Meanwhile, it's like, because you pulled the carpet out.
Exactly. And now, of course, Don in Alaska is saying the last guy was wrong. It's $230 million for the website.
Yeah, $600 million.
Yeah, that sounds like a lot.
Well, that $230 million, it seems like a lot too, man.
It is a lot.
Fuck.
It is
a website?
A lot. A lot of money.
Why $230 million? For servers?
Yeah. For things that don't work. They just throw money at it. If you had a business that had an unlimited amount of money that poured in, that you could you didn't even have to put out a product. You're forcing people to pay you. Why would you be efficient?
That's true.
You don't have to be. What, are you going to go to the other government? Yeah, we're fucked.
Right. So that's a huge deal today.
I'm sure I'll get in a Twitter fight about that later. Yeah, Obama's great.
Well, I don't know, man.
You're lying.
I don't know.
There are hardcore people out there.
The hardcores, but I think the people in general are fucking, turning on them.
Yeah.
Middle class especially. All comes down to the middle class. The middle class gets fucked no matter who's
every time.
No matter who's in office.
And his voter base, especially his black voters, they're worse off than ever. As far economically, they're fucking 14% unemployment, double the national average. Poverty's up. Right. Food stamps, welfares, yo. Crazy.
We got the Detroit clip there, Sam Roberts.
Yes. Detroit.
I watched Anthony Bourdain's Parts Unknown. I highly recommend you watch the Detroit episode, especially.
Pretty frightening.
Oh man, did I learn about Detroit last night?
Detroit.
They said 80,000 buildings are abandoned.
80,000 abandoned
in the Detroit
buildings.
area.
Fantastic.
And some of those are massive factories. Factories that are a mile long.
Don't need those
completely
anymore.
abandoned.
If you're not making anything, why do you need factories, right?
Yeah, Anthony Bourdain. That show is amazing. It's shot beautifully. It's a great show. And the Detroit episode, he's wandering around with a guy that really knows the city. And he was pointing out buildings of the Detroit skyline.
Yeah.
And he goes, you see that building? I forgot exactly, but he said that green one or that gray one. He goes, that's completely abandoned. Like skyscrapers, completely abandoned. Then he goes, you see that one? There was another beautiful looking skyscraper in the distance. He said that one recently sold for $5 million.
For an entire skyscraper.
Yeah, and then Anthony Bourdain said, you can't even, what did he say, buy a bathroom in the Hamptons for that or something like that. But if you're brave enough and think that city's going to turn around, which Anthony Bourdain said over and over again, there's no fucking way that Detroit ever comes back.
No, they don't have a product.
You could buy a skyscraper for $5 million if you could get that type of money together.
Yeah.
And then he was talking about the fire department up there. I had no idea, but these guys are fighting so many fires on a daily basis. And the problem is the housing market is so shitty. You could buy a house, which we've done on the show. You looked. You could buy a house for like $500. So these people that own these houses are like, I can't get anything for my fucking house. I might as well burn it down and get the insurance money.
Oh.
And they're getting away with it because the police force is so spread out that they're not even investigating all the fires that they know are arson. They know a shitload of these fires are arson, but they're not investigating.
Yeah, yeah.
And then there's other people that are just burning down the neighborhood houses because they want to stay, but the crackheads and all are taking over these houses, so they're burning those houses down. Like, fuck that, not in my neighborhood that's already rotting away. You gotta see it. It's amazing.
Are there any wealthy areas of Detroit?
I'm sure. Yeah.
I'm sure there are.
I mean, this is the city. This is the city. The city itself. I'm sure if you move further out, it's a lot better. But
and they've pulled in the borders of the city.
Right.
They've pulled it in and just left this no man's land of abandoned buildings.
But in a creepy way, watching the show, it was beautiful. Some of the shots of these rotting buildings with the ivy completely taking over these houses that looked like they were mansions at one time.
Yeah, it looks like
old school
those
mansions.
TV shows like After Earth and
exactly. And there's no services left, so they're not taking care of the parks for the kids anymore. There's no buses running anymore. They said the last chain supermarket left the city, I think, 2 years ago. So they don't even have a supermarket in the city. Although Whole Foods recently, I guess, moved in. But
isn't that amazing?
All the money we give to other countries and stuff, and if we can't make it work here, how do we expect other?
I don't know how you make it work.
Countries to make their shitty little areas.
Because that's what Bourdain was saying. There's a lot of entrepreneurs moving to Detroit,
right?
But he doesn't know how the fuck this thing ever comes back.
There's no industry there. The whole city was built on industry.
Right. Is this? Yeah, this is the opening shot. Can you go back?
It's gone.
Even just the setup of this show, we can play.
Okay, yeah.
That's a major city.
Look how beautifully this was shot as well.
Yeah.
Maybe the worms started to turn here. The Packard Automotive Plant.
Packard.
Opened in 1903, it was considered the most advanced facility of its kind anywhere in the world. Huge. Epically proportioned. I mean 3.5 million square feet.
Look at that. Wow, that's a lot.
Completely abandoned.
Yeah. One man lives here.
This guy decided to live in the whole
Hill.
plant.
Nice.
My name's Alan Hill. Welcome to my home.
I'm a nut.
This room right here is the
welcome to my
storage
home.
room. It was a former Packard Motor Car Company. I started living here about 7 years ago. At that time, I was semi-apprehensive about the place and the going-ons around here, but it turned out it's about as peaceful as the North Woods. And not having a credit card or a mortgage payment or a car payment is a real blessing.
It's like the fucking Road Warrior.
Yeah.
Wow. What's happened here in Detroit is unfortunate, but it's a sign of the times.
Thunderdome.
We find out that not only does it take a village to raise an individual, it takes an entire world to support one city. If one city's suffering or one community is suffering, the entire world should pitch in and help elevate it instead of sit there and stare at it.
I have a lot of things on order, credit troubles.
Right. But he doesn't seem that crazy at all.
Right.
No, he's just getting a free free shelter.
It was great, man. I'm telling you, Anthony Bourdain, bravo.
Wow.
Bravo on another great season of Parts Unknown.
Yeah,
I'm a huge fan of the show.
What can Detroit what can they do to come back, or what can that city have that...
They're doing urban farming, and the reason they're doing urban farming is because the people need vegetables, fruits and vegetables. So they said, "All right, fuck it," and they're just planting wherever they want, basically, because no one's telling them no. And then they're giving the vegetables and the fruits to the locals for a very cheap price. And then people are just. The human spirit is alive and well in Detroit. One guy saw that all these city parks were just overgrown with grass and the kids have nowhere to play. So he got a whole bunch of guys together with their fucking lawnmowers, and what they do for free, they go from park to park mowing down the lawn. They go, look, it still looks kind of shitty, but at least the parents could see their kids now. Because the grass was pretty much over their heads.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah, and then I think there's someone in Detroit's got to help me out. There's a whole town where they made it into some kind of art project, and something like 35,000 people, or 3,500, I forgot the number exactly, but a lot of people are going to just this town to check out the artwork because they're turning these houses into fucking works of art. I want to go there so bad. If I knew I was pretty safe, I would love to take a tour of some of these areas.
Safe. You get just like you do in foreign countries. You just make sure you get an escort, like a police guard or somebody you trust.
I don't know how you'd fucking fix.
There is a way. There absolutely is a way.
Well, let's go to Jason in Detroit. He says the show doesn't even do it justice how bad it is up here. Go ahead, Jason.
Hey, morning, boys. Hey, if you want to come to Detroit, best thing to do is stay out of the city. Like Royal Oak is a real good area. They have, it's just that's kind of like the downtown where the suburban people go is Royal Oak. And
I don't want to. I want to go to see.
I know. I'm just saying
to see the Rock.
No, I know. Just say to spend the night.
Oh, okay.
So when you go into the city, that's your base. Royal Oak would be your base.
Nice.
Then you get an escort into the city. There's sections down there like that Packard plant. There was a big story down in Detroit, a college girl, Wayne State, which is this college in the city. Her bodies are dumped at that Packard plant all the time.
Really?
Wow. See, they didn't say that on Parts Unknown.
Yeah, it's the odd part is I work in the city. I don't live in the city because I'm a law-abiding citizen.
Hold on. Let me control this a little bit. So you work in the city. But the city is it's pretty much not abandoned totally, but there's so much abandoned buildings down there. How does it look going into the city to work?
It's odd because you'll have houses upon houses, then you'll see burnt out houses. Then where I'm a truck driver, our facility is based there. The only reason it's based there is because the land was so cheap.
Right.
But we have 15-foot high fences all around it, and it guards constantly. Because we don't want our stuff taken.
Right.
Fucking humongous comes out with the fucking shit. You got to squirt hoses at it.
They said the Packard plant was in relatively good shape until 5 years ago, and then everyone stripped it, for the copper and all that. They came in and said they saw an opportunity. Said, "Fuck,
scavengers.
There's a lot of shit here that we could sell."
Is it possible to begin creating a new car there? It became too expensive, and now it's all foreign shit. Is there anything else that can be manufactured there? In New York, we have these smart cars. I'm not saying that's the answer, but is there anything they can begin making there that they can just kind of rebuild themselves?
I think the reality is it's not worth the country's time.
Well, they have a gentleman, I can't remember what he's in charge. He's in charge of one of the mortgage companies. They did a piece on him on 60 Minutes. And he's actually rebuilding the downtown area. He's giving out cheap rents to bring in companies. He's buying buildings, refurbishing them, and telling other industry, hey, you come here, I'll give you free rent in my building. Just come to Detroit. I forget his name, it's escaping me.
Right.
But he's doing the best he can. And like we've had mayors, the history of our mayors are the greatest. You guys can look them up. We got the last one is going to jail for.
We know
the corruption that
Quimby,
went
right,
on.
or something like that.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
He's
Mayor Quimby. That's from The Simpsons.
What's his name, the mayor?
Quimby, I think, something like that, right?
It's Kwame Kilpatrick.
Yeah. All right.
Nice Irish boy.
Thank you, sir. Let me give a few more people a chance here. Let's go to Rob in Jersey. Rob.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Hey, man. And the next call, if it's real, is going to freak out a lot of people. But first, Rob, go ahead.
Okay. You guys were talking about the Detroit Fire Department. They actually released a documentary a year or two ago called Burn, and they followed the fire department for a year. It was interesting just watching it. They're talking about how they fight like 500 arson-related fires a month.
Same
building 3 or 4 times,
And the fire department's up there. There's no funding, so all their equipment is shitty.
Oh, yeah. I'm a firefighter paramedic.
And they closed down, half the houses, I think?
Yeah, I'm a firefighter and a paramedic in New Jersey, and whenever we want to feel better about our circumstances, I work in an inner city here in Jersey. Whenever we want to feel better about our circumstances, we just watch YouTube videos of Detroit. Paramedics trapped out on, I think it was New Year's Eve or something, getting shot at, and their truck's dead, they can't move, and it's a train wreck out there.
And was that documentary, wasn't Dennis Leary part of that?
Say again?
Was Dennis Leary part of that documentary, I'm hearing?
Yeah, his foundation.
All right, where the fuck do I find this? You think it's on Netflix?
It might be on Netflix. I'm not sure. I actually saw it on physical media because I keep it old school.
It's probably on YouTube. I'm gonna watch that tonight.
YouTube.
You can at least find a 10-minute teaser online somewhere. It's
right.
Scary.
All right, sir. Thank you. I got to get to this next call. I can't. I don't. There's no way this is true. Jim, go ahead.
Hey, how's it going, boys?
Hey.
I heard a report that there had bear sightings inside the city limits of Detroit.
Bears.
There is supposed to be.
Yeah.
Well, you always wonder, we live in New York City, and you wonder, eventually time is going to reclaim most of these cities. Uh-huh. And you always wonder what would happen.
Jeez, yeah.
Supposedly, there's close to 100,000 dogs, wild dogs.
Stray wild dogs.
Wow.
Damn.
And I'm a truck driver.
All
I turned around, I pulled into a street, went in, gave them my paperwork, came back out. On a main road, broad daylight, in front of a security shed. They pulled up, hooked the chain to the back of my truck, ripped my door open, and stole 400 pounds of meat in 10 minutes.
In 10 minutes.
And it took 2.5 hours for the cops to get out there to fill a report.
Wow.
Yeah, man.
Amazing.
Wow.
And Anthony Bourdain asked the question, could you imagine what this place is going to look at in another 5 years, 10 years,
yeah. Just
20 years?
Deteriorating more
That's
and
not
more.
a lot of time for most people, so they're going to get to see some shit.
I say we take off and nuke it from orbit. It's the only way to be sure.
What they're doing, too, is to keep the crime statistics down.
Yeah.
Is they don't fill out a report anymore when they come out. You have to come down to the police department between 9 to 5 to fill out a report, or else they won't take it in the field.
Wow, they won't even come down and.
There's a weird thing. I'm sorry to interrupt you. Didn't they fix the downtown area recently, within the last 15 years or so? And when the new is there a new Tiger Stadium?
Oh yeah, if you're by the casino, you're fine. It's got Tiger Stadium, a few of the big amphitheaters. But you go 2 blocks the opposite direction. Good luck if you need help.
Man.
I mean, it's a 2-block difference. You go 2 blocks past the casino.
They've circled the wagons.
Right. And what are they down to?
You have a good day.
I think what were the numbers? They're down to 700,000 people in the city.
It's been an exodus.
Obviously, it was well over 1 million back in the day. Let me say hi to Kevin in Michigan. Kevin.
Yeah, what's up? I spent a lot of time in Detroit. I just want to say something about the burning down of the houses. They actually burn them down. People light them on fire, so the fire department comes in and puts the fire out, which strips all the material and leaves the metal exposed. So then they can go in and clean out the metal. So they hang out and watch, they watch the fire department put the fire out, and then as soon as the fire department leaves, they run in there,
grab the copper and fucking. Oh, that's great.
People are doing what they have to.
I love the city, though, man. You got to go check it out. Go, like the last guy said, go down to Greektown Casino. There's new ballparks, new football fields. It's not that bad. If you go 2 blocks out, you're fucked, though. I mean, it's scary, man.
I don't want to go to the place that isn't bad.
And in all fairness, people are saying it's not as bad as people are saying, but I learned last night 80,000 buildings are abandoned. That's a massive number.
Fucking amazing.
All right, let me say hi to Nick in New York. He's a truck driver that goes through Detroit. Nick.
Hey, what's up, fellas?
Hey.
Hey, man, I was just there last week.
Well, I grew up being a Detroit Red Wings fan, and we used to go over there all the time when the city was still alive. But the fucking place now, man, it looks like that show After People. I mean, there's certain roads you go down, like you were just talking about, Opie, where the shit's just so grown up and it's all abandoned. And you got to be careful where you go, because I've had multiple things falling off my truck, man, just sitting for a couple hours, and they'll get whatever they can.
Doesn't that sound amazing, though, to go check out, as long as you knew you were safe?
Right? You think you could park a running, like, Escalade on the side of the road and just kind of walk away from it a little while?
You know
it
what,
could be
dude?
okay?
I don't know, man. Probably not.
No? Oh, I thought it sounded like you could. Damn.
This guy could answer the story. I guess his father was a cop. John in Detroit. John.
Father's a cop, you idiot.
What's up?
What's going on, guys?
Hey.
Yeah, no, Detroit's really as bad as it is, to tell you the truth. I grew up down there probably like 80 to 89. My dad was a cop down there for like 26 years, so I saw everything firsthand happen. It's as bad, if not worse, than what he showed on his show.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Anthony Bourdain, I don't know. He was romanticizing a little bit, because I was wondering about, you know, the drugs and the murder and the dead bodies, which we learned about today, in that same Packard plant that he filmed so beautifully for his show last night. Jesus. Not taking anything away from Anthony Bourdain. That show was amazing, but
it's bad. I mean, you get down there, like the Comerica area where like the Tigers play, and like Ford Field. But a block out of that, well, it's like game over with. Like the lights are off, street lights, like it's a done deal. Like especially like walking out of like Tiger Stadium or like Ford Field. Like I remember we were down there when that guy in Florida that killed that kid. What's his face?
The guy in Florida who killed the kid?
Yeah, the
Trayvon Martin thing.
Yeah.
Oh, Zimmerman.
When they released
Zimmerman,
when
right.
they released that verdict, we were driving from Detroit through Hamtramck, and Hamtramck's 1,000 times worse than Detroit is. It's a war zone.
Wow.
And all the streetlights are off, and you just see these thugs walking down the street, and you don't know what to do. I mean, especially coming out of the suburbs, and I live in the suburbs, so you can it's bad. It's really bad.
And who do they blame?
I mean, really, the politics here is what it is. Like the city council is terrible.
Was some of upper management taking a little too much of a taste?
The skim.
I've heard that over the years. Upper management was taking a big fucking taste, ignoring what that would do to everybody.
No,
and then the industry itself obviously collapsed. But huh?
That Kwame Kilpatrick, that mayor that's now in prison,
right?
He had like a big scandal with a construction firm, and it just I couldn't tell you how many millions of dollars that the city wasted on this guy. That just they'll never get back.
There's a lot of reasons. I mean, Detroit, it's not one single thing. The corruption over many years of corruption. The auto industry, obviously, that took a shit in America. Competitive prices from other countries and stuff. So, what do? You gotta reinvent an entire city.
We're not going to do that.
No, it'll just
America's
sit there
not going to do that.
If we need a place,
they're going to have to luck out. Like some weird thing happens, and someone comes up with some crazy idea, and then all of a sudden just takes off. They're going to have. It's not coming back. Ron in Jersey. Ron.
Hey guys, how you doing, man?
Good, brother. Talking about Detroit.
Yeah, you know what? Fuck Detroit. Ooh. The fuckers did it to themselves. That's what happens when fucking progressive liberals run a city into the fucking ground.
That might be that might be a big part of it, but I don't think that's all of it, because the auto industry really is a huge. When the main industry leaves a place, I don't know who could have saved it if the entire industry that the city's built on is gone.
Yeah.
Jimmy, back in the 70s or the 60s, they elected this black guy for mayor who was a
Goldie Wilson, right?
Right, basically a Goldie Wilson, who's a mass racist who fucking drove everybody out of the city and promised everything under the sun to everybody else.
Uh-oh, de Blasio.
Mayor.
Oh, no, we got de Blasio coming in.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, boy.
Tubes from there.
Maybe I could buy a skyscraper for a few mil.
Yeah, put your bids in.
Fuck Detroit.
Oh,
all right.
We get it. Fuck Detroit.
All right. This guy wants to talk about the strip clubs, though. Let's find out about this. Adam in Florida.
It's got to look like GTA.
Yeah, right? Adam.
How's it going?
Hey.
Hey, I grew up outside of Detroit for 18 years, and you can go down to 8 Mile, where all the strip clubs are. And you go in there, and the girls there ask you, do you want dance or dirty dance? And it's pretty much just turned into brothels because the cops don't have enough funds to do anything but homicide and narcotics.
It's turning into the wild, wild west.
Yeah.
It's a huge scientific experiment which is going on there. What happens when everything breaks down?
When the system breaks down.
Yeah, because the police
break down.
They don't have enough time to run around and try to take care of everything.
No.
And these people know that, so why wouldn't you be an opportunist and make something of it?
And if it's just liberals that did that to the city, what about San Francisco? You can't get more liberal than San Francisco or
But
Berkeley.
there's still a lot of industry.
Yeah, they want
That's what I'm saying,
Yeah, I mean, that's why you got, but...
Whoa. Yeah, when you get a city that's based on a dying industry.
Right, that's what I mean,
You're
yeah.
fucked.
Right.
Yeah. I'm sure the corruption didn't help.
Oh, God, no.
One more, and then we can move on, obviously. Stan in Milwaukee, what's up?
Hey, guys, how you doing?
Hey.
Hey, so there's a fascinating book about 6 months ago by Charlie LaDuff. He pretty much writes the entire history of how, or the failures of Detroit. There's one interesting story in there about how families are literally digging up their loved ones out of the city limits of Detroit and bringing them out to the suburbs so they no longer have to drive into Detroit.
Wow, even the dead aren't safe there.
So that's big business to exhume your loved ones?
Yeah.
So you don't have to drive into Detroit to see.
So there's a business. Someone
That's
probably went,
great.
holy fuck, I can make a lot of money in Detroit.
get a
Dig up dead
backhoe.
bodies.
And people are going to need the ability to do that.
Yes.
So somebody should open a store where you can get the supplies that might be needed to exhume a loved one.
Exhumation store?
Ted's Full Exhumation Emporium.
Emporium?
Yes.
You going to Detroit, Ted?
Yes, I certainly am. I'm already there, Gregory.
Now, how's it going?
Well, I have an emporium. You can come in and buy a shovel.
What type of stuff do you need for an exhumation?
A shovel, and you need a rope to pull them to their new location. Shovels and ropes. That's the whole store.
No
hearse?
Yeah.
That's a good idea, Gregory. I should incorporate a hearse. No, right now it's just a shovel and a rope.
What about a van or something?
I never thought of a van. I have an open pickup truck so all can see the body and wave at it. And grieve together.
What, you like people waving at the dead
I
bodies?
certainly do. It'll pick the spirits up. We're showing respect.
How about a backhoe? That's better than shovels.
Oh, that's a good idea, Anthony. I'll put that on the to-do list.
To-do.
I have not sold any shovels yet.
No?
I have to lower the prices.
How much is a
$1,500 for a shovel and $1,500 for a piece of rope to drag your loved one.
Now you're taking advantage of people's grief.
No, I'm not. I'm trying to build up my capital.
Yeah, but people don't have that type of money in Detroit. They don't have jobs.
I should have consulted you first, Gregory.
The factories are closing down.
Yes, they are. I got this one dirt cheap.
You can be a consultant for him.
Very good.
$1,500 for a shovel. That's steep.
Auto workers wanted too much money. This guy's blaming the auto workers.
That's another thing.
Because the auto workers wanted too much money. I got to see that Dennis Leary Detroit Fire Department documentary, Burn. That sounds cool.
Yeah, when the auto industry has the employees under the auto workers union is fucking crazy.
Wow.
And, they wanted the same money they were making even when the American car business was dying, and they pretty much bid themselves out of work.
That's why I don't understand Eminem. He's an angry motherfucker, and he's probably the only person to ever, leave Detroit and do really well for himself.
Damn.
So why is he
What about
angry?
Kid Rock?
And the Kid Rock.
What about Kiss?
And Bob Seger. I'm sorry.
And there's two gentlemen who walk around in clown makeup.
That's
that are
right.
fairly successful.
Okay, fair enough.
I see.
But they're not angry like Eminem. Eminem's still angry.
He is still
He's
angry.
out of Detroit. He shouldn't be angry anymore.
Yeah.
He doesn't live up there, does he?
No, not. I mean, he lives in Michigan, but not Detroit.
Right.
And then, of course, the fatso from Flint. That's close enough.
Michael Moore. Remember when Flint was a problem?
Flint.
They didn't talk about Detroit.
Yeah.
It was Flint was the hellhole.
Flint, Michigan.
And now it's all of Detroit as well, the city limits of Detroit.
Michael Moore with his dumb delivery on those documentaries. And this is where we grew up in Flint, Michigan. It always sounds depressing. Make a happy documentary, you fat fuck. Had it with him. Make something about, documentary, the making of the Super Bowl. Those were fun. They bounced so high. How did they do it?
I don't know.
Let's go to the Detroit clip. That's where this all started. But anyway, Anthony Bourdain, Parts Unknown. The Detroit episode is definitely worth watching.
Yeah.
And then this happened in Detroit yesterday. They still have the news, which is good.
Wow, that is handy.
You think they have one happy story a day?
The nice human interest story.
I want to see one fucking newscast from Detroit. It's got to just be mayhem.
Oh, they're just... Oh,
right.
Oh, God. Like Bob Eatman when you call him. Oh, here's the news now. Oh, boy, it's not good.
Here we go. From yesterday. This is a great clip.
WTIV Local 4 News Today at 6:30 starts now.
Ooh. Oh, God.
An entire city blocked, torched by a ferocious fire in its path, a historic downtown district. Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining us this morning. Fire
Even the newscasters are both black. Usually they
are still trying to get
split it
a
up.
better look at the damage and also the cause.
Our Lauren Padella is there live where dozens of people were forced
Another
from their
fire.
homes.
See?
Lauren, good morning.
I love the green screen in front of
Don't have ID. I don't know when we're going. Neither does Jim.
What?
I can't get this fucking in there.
We apologize for that.
Oh, God. He couldn't apologize quickly. She barely said fucking, and he was already apologizing.
But that's the least of their problems up there.
Yeah, yeah.
I think they could handle a few fucks.
Holy shit, that was good.
The people around there are probably used to hearing that word every now and then.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
I want to move there and just open a store that nobody needs.
Example?
Like beach cabana umbrellas.
Those big beach umbrellas?
Yeah, I want to open one in the downtown area. And I want to have a giant grand opening.
That'd be great.
Yeah, lawn chairs and beach cabana umbrellas.
Wow. Like the sound of that.
Pool covers. Just fun things.
Things that no one would use.
Things of leisure.
Yes.
I want to take that warehouse, the 3.5 million foot one, and just make and rent like sell doilies that no one in all colors and shapes.
You don't think there's a big doily demand?
No.
In Detroit?
No. Some homeless guy would buy it and sleep under it.
Wipe his ass with.
He'd shite on it.
Carries it around. Wow. So is that the end of that clip? What the fuck?
Yeah, pretty much. Let me go to Darrell in Michigan. Remember I told you about that neighborhood? Darrell, what's the name of that neighborhood?
It's called the Heidelberg Project.
Could you look up the Heidelberg Project? But you got to see what they're doing. They're like, fuck it, these houses are just sitting here. No one's in them. We might as well like make them into kind of like art projects. I don't think you guys are gonna like the art project myself, but at least they're trying to do something. And then people are coming from all over the place just to check out these houses and what they've done to them.
Look at this shit. Get the bulldozers.
Huh?
I said when we were kids, we used to go down there in high school because we heard about it. And what was happening was the city stopped collecting the trash. So people were just piling their trash along the sidewalks and along the curbside.
Taking out the
trash. Guy that lived in the neighborhood started painting the tires and shit like that. And then he started plastering it like hubcaps onto houses and hanging bikes on trees and all this weird stuff. So
there's a boat in the middle of the park that's like painted.
This was people's neighborhood.
Why?
Yeah, but they stopped with the trash because the city's pretty, now officially bankrupt, I guess. So they decide, all right, fuck it, there's some good shit in this trash, and we'll just start making shit out of it.
But I mean, at least they're trying
house
to do
after
something.
house.
That was a long time ago. Like that was pre-internet. And now they've got like a foundation and a website and all this kind of stuff, and they're trying to get some attention around it. So it's kind of changed a little bit.
We're looking at the pictures on, Google Images, and holy fuck, man.
Dude, that was a vital neighborhood at one point.
Yeah,
that was where you went after school and went to work.
But it's like kind of a little ghost town, so they said, fuck it, why don't we do something with this shit? And people are coming and checking it out.
The
Yeah.
other thing to check out is the Grandmont Rosedale Project.
What's that?
What that is, it's like a section of the city that was really horrible, and they're trying to rebuild it and get people to kind of come back in there, and they've got kind of nice homes. And a handful of people are just rolling the dice and saying, I'm going to move back into the city, and I get this, 2,500 square foot home for, $80,000, and I'll take my chances because it's a brand new house, and we're going to see what happens.
It's like the old days where you used to fucking go out and claim land out west, but you had to worry about the Indians coming in and fucking killing you and your family.
We should be talking about Detroit every day.
That's
There's
crazy.
some crazy shit going on up there.
Wait, they're not new houses. You mean just a new house for someone to move into, right?
What's that?
They're not new construction houses.
Well, they're remodels, and I don't know if there's any new construction, but they're supposed to be kind of upscale. I have some friends that know some people that have moved in there, and they're just kind of like you said, kind of Wild West-ish.
Right.
You know, they're the wacky, I'm going to homeschool my kids anyway, so I can take this,
You're getting a lot of hipsters moving up there.
Oh yeah,
hippies, hipsters, those type of people. Potheads.
I don't know what people are saying to you. The people that were on the phone talking. I've been downtown a million times. You go to Red.
Downtown.
She says downtown weird.
Downtown.
Thank you, Daryl. And someone wants to say the reason all this happened is because all the white people moved out of the city in 1968. Anthony Bourdain actually took that on yesterday. He said first the white people did move out to the suburbs, and then they said on the show, then the blacks couldn't handle it either, and they started moving out.
Damn.
They hinted that the blacks could handle a little more than the white people, but then it got so bad that the blacks couldn't handle it anymore, and they started moving away.
Now what?
So
what's left?
Yeah. Well, the population is drastically down. I don't know what the high was, but they're saying about 700,000 are left.
Yeah, I'm sure there were like
what was it at one point? Yeah.
Well over a million, yeah.
That'd be,
a couple million maybe?
Probably.
You would think?
In the height of the fucking auto industry and shit.
Right.
An abandoned major U.S.
pumping
city.
out some Pontiacs and shit.
Basically an abandoned major city.
Yeah.
Basically.
Cool.
And getting worse by the day.
Just fucking plow it asunder. Change the name,
Well...
like fucking, what was that airline that crashed and then they just changed the name to AirTran?
Oh, Spirit?
There you go.
Yeah.
No, it was
oh, God, remember the fucking me at the airport losing my mind with Bob Eatman?
It's like they're putting us on AirTran. Wait, that's that fucking Value Jet. That's Value Jet, motherfucker.
The Value Jet had a horrendous plane crash, and then they just, AirTran bought them, you said?
Yeah.
And they didn't even have a spot in the airport yet.
No, it still said like Value Jet.
And we were flying down in Atlanta, and these cheap fucks put us on an AirTran. And we've learned that they just repainted the fucking planes with a new logo. So I'm on the phone with Bob refusing to fly. I was fucking freaked out.
Yeah, it was freaky.
But I ended up going on the flight.
Yes, we
met the Dalai Lama, so it was all good.
Yeah. Went to a strip club.
Yeah, we did. With the girl with the nice shelf hiney.
Yeah.
With that fucking asshole saying that I need to... I don't know what... I'm not going over the same shit.
Let me ask you a question about the casino in Detroit.
Right.
If you look at the area around Atlantic City, it's dog shit except for the casino, and it probably was before.
Yeah.
Except in areas like Connecticut where there's no people living right around it. In cities, Vegas. Vegas is doing very well.
Yeah.
But how about, aside from Vegas, are most casino areas doing well, or do they just purposely put them in ghettos because they're cheap?
Not sure.
Like, I'm wondering if that affects the local population in a really bad way, too.
You look at a place like Foxwoods, Mohegan.
There's nothing really around there,
middle of nowhere.
It's all woods, right?
Yeah.
Turning Stone, I think, is right outside Syracuse. And Syracuse, terrible city.
Yeah.
Yeah, you would assume Atlantic City would be a really nice area with all the money being fucking spent down
But
there.
were they shitty to begin with, though? Like, that's the question.
I think originally they thought these casinos would bring up the neighborhoods around them. And
probably.
And then they finally said, you know what, fuck it, who cares? Who gives a fuck?
Yeah, who
about those
cares?
people?
We'll just take their money.
Yeah, we'll just take the money
the
and
indigenous
not put
people.
any back into the community.
Just, it's got to go. The skim has
Because
to
Atlantic
go.
City is, I mean, I've never been to Detroit, but like that guy was explaining, you go a couple blocks from the casinos and wow, holy shit, it's a different world. If if you need gas as you're leaving a casino in Atlantic City, good luck to you.
Yeah.
We had to do that a couple times. It was sketchy as all hell. Learned our lesson. Now it's like, make sure we have enough to get out of the area.
Oh, yeah.
Before you fill up.
Well, I'd love to continue this conversation, but I'm going to fucking hit the can.
All right. So there you go.
You're going to hit the can?
I'm going to hit the can. Yeah, hit me in the can, Jim.
They're saying a lot of the Heidelberg houses are now burning down, too.
Heidelberg
Project.
Oi. Sounds cool.
Detroit was in the running to host the Olympics in the 60s.
Wow, really?
All right, that's going
What happened there?
too far back.
What'd they lose to?
And
Gaza Strip?
Sudan.
Right. To be fair, there are a few people saying it's not that bad here, but obviously they're in.
Yeah, they're living somewhere nice.
In better areas they're trying to hold on.
Yeah.
But their finger fucking nails.
Big announcement today.
Yeah.
Goody.
Dude, this is a big one.
Right now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Big one.
What is it?
I'll be in Albany this weekend if the comedy
nice.
works. And I'm doing, Kamau Bell's show is canceled. W. Kamau Bell. I'm doing the final episode tonight on FXX.
Why do they cancel it?
They moved it from FX to, FX is spun off a network.
Right.
And he's had a hard time, I think, bringing an audience, but in fairness to him, there's nothing right before him. And they went to a daily show, and I think that they don't have any big hits on right before him. I'm not sure, but I think the translation, plus they're like 26 million less homes because it's a smaller network.
Yeah.
And that's a really, really hard transition to make. So, of course, the kiss of death that I am on, and it's being canceled.
That sucks.
Yeah, well, it's the Jim Norton curse.
It's alive and well?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Without a doubt. I was booked in Detroit years ago, so it happened.
Oh, boy.
We went there once for the Virus Tour, and that outdoor venue was beautiful.
It was nice.
It was nice.
And that's all we know. We were way out in the suburbs near the stadium, right, where the Lions play.
By the way, Ant has I have to shit posture.
Go.
No, but I love watching him. He's sitting, and I have to take a shit posture.
Just go.
All right.
Just do it.
It looked like somebody on one of the cruise ships were intentionally thrown overboard. It always makes me think of the rock chord.
But we started that shit. No one ever talked about that before us.
Rock chord.
All right, we'll be back.
The Opie and Anthony Show.
Run-DMC Day.
Yeah, Run-DMC Day. Reverend Run, 49 today. That's hard to believe, but whatever.
It's like that.
This was fun rap. Right?
That's the way it is.
This was just nice rap music. Not all that stuff that they talk about now.
I think most of that stuff happened on the West Coast.
What?
Violent shit.
The gangsta rap?
Here it was like DJ Red Alert and Marley Marl having fun battles.
Oh, yeah.
You know, my guys are the best. Oh, you're a sucker MC, rhyme biter. And then the fucking West Coast, they're like, you know, fucking, you know.
187 on an undercover
We
cop.
gotta smoke a nigga, you know. It's, all right. They really took it up and fucking notch.
Get my gat, show 'em where it's at. I like the Fresh Prince. He was nice.
I do too. He'd go out there. He thought it was the weekday. It was Saturday.
Oh, it's
Girls
so
are nothing
fun.
but trouble. He was a lot of fun.
Didn't he have a Christmas one too?
Oh, I hope so. Let's go to Miami. It's fun. There's a beach. I love Miami.
Oh yeah. Parents just don't understand.
Oh, they certainly
That was
don't.
a good one.
Yeah, you could say that again.
Oh, wait a minute.
Parents of the world don't understand.
Wasn't for...
I'm teaching them how to grow up.
No matter time, no place. They don't understand that us kids are going to make some mistakes. So to you other kids all across the land, there's no need to argue. Parents just don't understand.
Oh, what happened to DJ Jazzy Jeff?
I wonder, man.
He's still doing it.
Has he?
Yeah, you know. Will Smith throws him a bone every once in a while with his projects.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And he's still a DJ.
You think he's got Will Smith money?
No.
Some of that iRobot money.
No.
Shit,
yo. Some house cleaning. We just have to apologize to our fucking listeners. The fucking,
did we smoke crack somewhere?
Well, we did.
Damn it.
Content.
The online app is not working again.
Yeah, they're aware of it. We called them earlier.
It doesn't matter if they're aware of it. They've been aware of it 1,000 times.
What a piece of shit.
What is making them aware of it do?
How is it not working again?
Like the Obamacare site.
We're the type of radio show that a lot of fucking people want to listen online on their fucking phones. It's obvious.
Exactly.
So it can't handle the traffic. I've been telling these people
You can't handle the traffic.
Because if the online app works for everybody else for the most part, or they just don't notice because they don't give a fuck about their radio show, then what is it? We bring a lot of traffic to the online app.
It didn't work well for what's his name? Fucking I was going to say Alex Jones.
Art Bell.
Art Bell. Didn't work for him.
What does being aware of it mean?
when people call and write in saying that they're having problems, we ask them which area they're having problems with, and it seems to be everything today.
Oh, boy.
And we tell the broadcasting op.
Are you guys okay? iPhone streaming app broke 20 minutes ago. Unable to listen to show player. It's effed up. Won't take username password. Others are having the same problem.
Yeah, the app and the web player.
No.
How is a satellite radio company so bad online?
This one just says cocksuckers. He's had it.
Unless the shit goes into outer space, they don't know what to do with it.
I'll tell you what.
SiriusXM app down. I can't get my fucking morning fix. People are pissed off.
Damn, they need us.
We apologize.
The pinnacle of technology, our SiriusXM app and server, has shit the bed once again. These guys have had it. We're losing subscribers.
We're losing a lot of fucking people because you're...
I'll tell you what's happening. You fucking assholes down the hall. They can't handle the app because it's not dependable anymore. They're constantly asked questions. One guy was told, make sure you push buttons every once in a while, and that should solve the problem. I'll tell you how this affects the fucking company. People are finding other ways to listen to this radio show. And I swear I don't know exactly where, and I don't want to know because I don't want to be put in a bad position, but I know they're doing that. And a lot of these people tell me the reason they're doing that is because they can't rely on the app, and they want to hear us anyway. So they know there's other places where they could do that.
We'll lose a lot of people because of your fucked up fire mission. Check your fire.
And
fucking heating up again.
They just refuse to do anything about it. They fucking refuse.
Dude, my Twitter that's all it is right now. They're just out of their minds, pissed off. And I don't blame them.
Okay, well, Tim wants to get something done, and I know he does.
Well, how about that?
Is Tim handling this today?
Well, I'll text him right now, but I also want to remind him, how many minutes did we do yesterday, Sam? 12?
Yeah, you got out of here about 10, 12.
All right, I got to tell him we did 12 extra minutes of radio yesterday. And
that's fucking nice of us right there.
Let's see, online.
I'll just retweet that the app is down.
We should be thanked.
He gets updates every day now?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you want to play that game, we're going to play it right back.
How was, wonder how Wickland's time went with Tim. Didn't he talk to Tim yesterday?
I talked to Don outside. I said, good luck to you. I'm not going to beat you up or anything, but I don't believe you or anyone else could get anything done. Not because you guys aren't talented enough. I think we have the right people in place, but the system is broken. So I'm like, I'm not going to meet with you and all that. Me and Ann are not going to meet with you and say the same shit we've said a million fucking times in the last 4 years. But we will come into our shitty, horrible studio every day. We'll turn the mics on, and we'll have a good time.
He asked for some time yesterday, Don Wickland. He said, could you maybe 30 minutes?
No. No.
It's like, can't you just take the notes that somebody else took from the last 10 meetings? Yeah.
And those notes are from somebody else anyway?
Yeah.
No. Go find someone else's notebook. Everyone knows what the issues are, and hopefully you can fix them. If not, whatever, I'm fine. I don't believe that they'll ever, make any major fixes around here. So, which is too bad. But what are you gonna do? But today's problem, I mean, everyone is like, "What the fuck about the app?" Oh well.
What happened there?
What?
Is that a 911 call from a mauling by?
Oh, you haven't heard this yet?
Cat?
Do we have this?
No.
Holy fuck! This is a great 911 call.
Why were the big cats there?
It's one of those sanctuaries,
Yeah.
And then the people, they're convinced that they've changed the chemistry of the fucking wild animal's brain, so they start taking I'm not sure in this case. I gotta be fair, but then they start taking some chances.
Taking chances. They don't realize they're
wild animals no matter what. Here's the story.
CNN affiliate KGW reports Renee Chapman was killed by a cougar inside one of the cages. And they may have been in there alone, which goes against the sanctuary's policies. Wow. So the 911 tapes of the tragic accident have just been released, and CNN correspondent Stephanie Elam just reviewed them. She's joining us live from our LA bureau. This is always so difficult,
911 tape,
because you know that the family is going to be listening to these 911 tapes also. What are we hearing in them?
It's really tough to listen to, Zoraida and John. When you hear it before the harrowing 911 call even starts, you can hear the caller is breathing hard. He's an owner of Wildcat Haven in Clackamas County, and he's the one who discovered 36-year-old Renee Radzawan Chapman's body inside the enclosure. The sanctuary is described as a last hope resort for captive-born wildcats. And on the 911 call, the owner sounds hysterical as he works to recover Chapman.
Telling jokes?
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, my God, Renee. Oh, my God, Renee. Get! Oh, my God. Oh, my
Sounds
God.
like sex.
Are you in a safe position to be able to go in by yourself?
I'm here.
Okay, we don't want you to get injured, though. I want you to get hurt.
Oh, see, they told him to stand down.
Get out of here! Get! Go! 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 Oh, my God, Renee. Oh, my God, Renee. Oh, my God, Renee. Oh, my God!
Wow.
And as you hear that, it sounds like he's actually shooing away some of the cats that are there as well. And the call goes on. Dispatch is trying to assess the situation. And you hear the caller realize he's just too late to save Chapman.
Oh, boy.
Do you think that he is beyond help?
That's a question to ask, but yeah, I do.
Okay. I am so can I start someone that way for you to talk to? Like a chaplain or something? Can I call somebody for you? I don't know.
Wow. I can't handle pressure. I don't know.
It's upsetting to hear him talking like that. The sanctuary has said that it was against protocol for any keeper to be in the enclosure alone, and that it did find that the lockout gates where they could lock away the cats and then work in an enclosure in any part of the area, that those gates were working properly, Zoraida.
Stephanie, do we know if that sanctuary is still operating
To jump on
now?
and protect themselves legally.
Yeah,
Yes,
exactly.
it's still operating, and they've actually hired an outside expert to investigate the incident and review its safety protocols. The sanctuary also said
Safety
that it is
protocol.
cooperating with the state's
Yeah, they got sharp
investigation
teeth.
into the
Very
incident,
dangerous.
and it's
That's my
preparing for
assessment.
the Department of Agriculture's investigation. This is something that happens annually. It said it's coming up, and so they're preparing for
mauling?
that as well, Zoraida.
It is such a
Such a tragedy when these big cats, they, people get all fucking like, oh, look, it's looking at me all nice. It was shutting its eyes and purring and like fucking giving kisses. And then they go in the cage. And that thing, it's like the old cartoons where the hungry guy just sees the fucking chicken leg walking around. That's what the big cats see.
What they're doing is amazing, though, by saving these animals, but it's like you cannot forget where you are and what you're dealing with.
That happened to that dumb bear guy.
By the way, why don't they carry a gun with them? It sounds crazy, but if you're being mauled, why wouldn't you have a fucking pistol strapped to you? Like,
Where was this?
Dumb in
Maybe
some
it was
sanctuary,
illegal.
Oregon. Oh, maybe.
Maybe it's illegal to
I don't
exercise your Second Amendment right.
But you know what I mean? Like, that to me is a time you need it.
Yeah.
Not to hunt, but to protect yourself. It's a fucking lion or whatever, a cougar.
Or whatever.
Or a kitten cat. A cat.
Little kitty. I went to the vet yesterday with little Beavis.
And?
Oh, wow.
He's got a little gimpy leg.
Did he sprain it?
Did he twitch it? Did he sprain it? Maybe you strained it.
Yeah.
Did you pull
Per second.
Yeah, little Beavis. I grabbed the little fucker by the arm.
He knocked my papers and Nazi memorabilia all over the place.
Nah, he kind of like hurt his leg, but it wasn't broken or anything.
Is he
They gave me
hurting?
some painkiller stuff for him, and said check in a couple of days, make sure he's okay. But he's all right. He's all active and everything.
Use of home.
He fell off the fucking upper balcony. He just fucking jumped off the upper balcony onto the tile floor.
Would you be sad if you came home and you saw little Beavis crumpled at the bottom there?
Yes.
Not moving?
That'd be terrible.
The cat really likes that cat.
Terrible. It's little Beav.
You love that cat.
Oh, I took him to the vet. They loved him there. Oh my God, it was like they were like, oh, he's so cute. Oh, look at his colorings. And then I made I noticed that all the women that work at veterinarians' offices, they all look exactly like the women in those goddamn Kashi commercials. There's this kind of pseudo hippie. They look like they might be attractive from a distance kind of thing.
From the right angle.
Like they look like those pretty celebrities' sisters.
Okay.
Kind of a thing. Like they're usually pretty slender, have like long hair, but it's kind of scraggly. They smell like dog. I don't know.
Granola.
They're a little too into animals, you know. Yeah. But they were cool. They gave him his little shots. They tested him for the feline AIDS.
Jesus.
I know. I was barely fucking him in the ass, too. It's like,
It would serve you right if you got a cat with AIDS.
Oh, my God, would it?
Yeah. For all those robe and broth jokes.
That'd be terrible. Little Beavis in a robe.
Jesus.
Fucking, oh.
My God, man.
Slapping up chicken broth.
Oh, chicken broth. Oh, his little friends coming over.
Yeah.
Hang out with him.
Mars is in studio. Mars, how are we with the phones?
Oh, wow, I forgot about that.
See, yesterday we understand because it was only a day.
Cut the cheese.
And I'm sure they got other projects to worry about, so I'm sure the phones are now fixed.
No update.
What? Didn't you fill out the 10 questions?
Yes, I did.
Didn't you get the fucking patch?
What do you mean no update?
No, I did not.
And what happened with the patch that was going to be installed immediately, according to Don Wicklund?
Why don't they email it to you?
Well, they can't do that. But if you remember, the first part of the questionnaire said 7 days. So we still have... So we have to wait a week to get the fucking phones fixed, and the online app is just not working.
Unless you fuck up, and then it goes back on the bottom of the pile.
Great. Terrific.
Oh, look at Oswald.
Don't worry. We're going to be immediate destination soon, though. So don't you worry. And by the way, I just didn't want to bore the people with it. We did have a runtime error on the phones today.
Oh, we did?
Yes, of course we did. Of course. Yes.
It's good. Nothing gets fixed. Good.
But I'm trying to, understand what the people want from a radio show, so you can't bitch all the time.
So we don't have phones or online streaming?
No. Well, we have the phones back because there is a fix. It's just a pain in the ass to do that every time they go out.
Yeah, it shouldn't have been doing that. We know.
When we were talking about Detroit, it's when we get a huge volume of phone calls. So if we hit on something that people really are interested in and want to share some shit, that's when the phones go down. And today it was because of the Detroit discussion.
We got to have one of the engineers come in here and do a show so they can replicate the error and just see if they can really get the phones.
Yeah, that's what we need. The error replicated. Guess what happens if you have a broken arm? The doctor says, can you replicate your broken arm?
Can't you just snap a picture of the screen and send it to them?
I snapped a picture and I sent it to Tim.
Oh, okay.
Along with how long we went that day.
That's perfect. Good. Okay.
I think that day we went 11 minutes a little long. You don't fuck with me without me fucking fighting back.
11 minutes. I think we've been long every day.
Every day this week we have. We're up to 34 minutes of extra radio this week.
Can we bank that? Is it banked?
No. We're not allowed to bank it.
We should bank it.
You don't get rollover minutes. It's not in your contract.
I want rollover minutes.
Let's see. What did Wiki say here?
Oh.
Whopedia?
Boy.
Fuck yeah, after I go and I do the almond shake. Wikipedia?
He said that it would be fixed. But it's not his fault. It's so not his fault. It's the system that's busted. But he basically said that it would be all taken care of. That was days ago.
Within 7 days, I'm sure. Plus, what if Mars got some of the questions wrong on the questionnaire?
Back on bottom of the pile.
Did they return your test?
Did you get the results?
Did you get the results?
It had a big red D, a minus on it. You fail.
I didn't even get an acknowledgement email.
Oh.
F.
Why?
F. That's an incomplete.
Why is that?
Yeah.
Incomplete.
You got an incomplete on the test.
But make sure we get new rugs in this place. That's very important.
Mr. Mars has no grade point average. All courses incomplete.
That's right, Mars. How come you're not circling the sun or something?
Almond shake.
I'm going to take the almonds away from me.
The almond shake after a joke
take off.
is...
That will not take off.
It's ridiculous.
What's stupid?
The almond shake.
It creates excitement and noise.
Well, it does.
Yeah.
Adds layers.
Yeah. Can we talk about Mark Wahlberg? Marky Mark was on our show. I don't know. You lose track of time. But
what movie was
about
that
a year and a half ago, I would guess, maybe a little over a year, and he was trashing the fuck out of Tom Cruise. He does not like Tom Cruise. And now...
why is that?
Well, the latest is because Tom Cruise was comparing what he does, acting, to being a soldier.
Well,
in Afghanistan, I believe he said.
Well, it is
so Marky Mark said, "Fuck that Tom Cruise," and went off yesterday. And we got the audio.
Marky Mark does those ads for Wounded Warriors and stuff.
Oh, he does.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's a
good egg. That Marky Mark.
Yep.
Tom Cruise is just so devoid of any concept of what real life is like at this point. I think he's just too big a star. What do you got there?
Sorry. My text to Tim Sabian, online app down again, and by the way, we did 11 minutes of extra radio yesterday, and he just writes back, I know, ... Well, that didn't take long. That didn't take long.
Shit.
You had to add in by the way we did 11 minutes.
Oh, man, if he's going to call me up yelling and screaming saying he's at a loss for words, I'm going to defend myself.
Exactly.
So now I'm keeping accurate records, and so are the listeners.
We apparently fucking ran out of here during fucking, we can't do that. We left like cartoon character smoke when we ran out of here.
And I said we stayed late for 2 guests this week.
Yeah.
There were 2 guests we actually stayed late for.
Sorry, I didn't want to listen to Oliver Stone fucking wax fantastic about the Soviet Union.
Wax fantastic? What's he got, a bunch of turtle wax or something?
Cue the almonds. Oh, God. It's so stupid.
All right, so here's Marky Mark.
I
like calling him Marky Mark.
Talking about Tommy Tom?
Yeah. And I guess his brother is dating Jennifer McCarthy. I wonder if
Jenny McCarthy.
Jenny McCarthy?
I said Jennifer?
Yeah.
Isn't that her real name, though?
Don't age her.
Oh.
Yeah, well.
Did the gals throw the ball around as far as that goes?
Oh, they must have.
I don't know.
It's a big deal.
She's lovely.
Huh? She is?
Jenny McCarthy, she's attractive.
I don't know, man. She looks like she did too much to her face.
Did she?
Did she do facial work?
Yeah.
Punch it up. Wow, she looks terrible.
Have you seen her recently?
Twitter picture. Oh, that's my Twitter chin picture.
Have you seen Jenny McCarthy recently?
No, let me see.
I'm just
Oh, man, she did too much shit to her face.
Wow, she looked good.
Yeah, but that could be, that's from, all right. All right.
She looks all right.
She looks good.
Well, when you put the TV makeup on.
She looks good there, man. Wow.
Chip, you like this one?
Oh.
What? No, I'm just, everybody's like...
With Jenny McCarthy's in it.
She's with a bunch of dudes in little
Yeah, but
underwear.
they're all oiled up and stuff. It's a good picture.
Jenny McCarthy's in the middle of all the guys and their
Yeah. I see her.
Yeah.
Everybody's dressed the same, though. They're all wearing, like, their underpants and whatnot. Yeah, they ought to call that, like, a pecker factory or something.
What?
Oh.
Here's Marky Mark talking about Tom Cruise.
For actors to sit there and talk about, went to SEAL training and I slept on them. I don't give a fuck what you did. You don't do what these guys did. You just don't. Somebody to sit there and say, well, my job is as difficult as somebody in the military. How fucking dare you?
Oh, man.
While you're sitting in the makeup chair 2 hours. I don't give a shit if you're getting your ass busted and you get to go home at the end of the day.
Wow.
You get to go to your hotel room and you get to order fucking chicken or steak, bottle of Cabernet, whatever the fuck it is.
Wow. Good for Mark.
What did Cruise say to inspire that?
He said that the soldiers are pieces of shit.
True.
I'm just going to fucking run with that.
I agree.
Oh, God.
I don't like soldiers.
Soldiers. I believe he said something to the effect of that his job, the job of an actor like him, it kicks his ass, and it's just as hard at times as a soldier.
Wow, why would you? How out of touch are you?
Hear that.
Like he goes through like training.
I want to hear that.
It was a court thing.
But how out of touch are you that you?
They took it out of context.
Of course they did.
Okay.
That's the point. I want to hear it.
All right, fair enough. Go ahead, Sam.
Because he said the quote was, okay, so he's in court.
Hurry up.
Why is he in court?
For Surrey, because they're saying that he did not. He's not raising Surrey, so he's not going to get rights to
the fucking
see her.
the iPhone voice?
No, that's Siri.
Oh, see, I thought.
Yeah, he's blowing off his kid, right?
Right.
Tom Cruise is pretty much blowing off his kid.
Is he blowing his kid off, or
that's what I've been
Katie
reading.
Holmes making it difficult?
And he's saying that he's working.
Okay.
He doesn't give a fuck.
Katie Holmes?
He cares more about his career and staying mysterious.
Yeah, very mysterious.
So basically, a comparison was made to when a soldier goes. His lawyer said, when a soldier goes to war and isn't there to raise his kid, is somehow comparable to Tom Cruise being away filming a movie and not being there to raise his kid.
So what did Tom say?
So the other lawyer questions Tom Cruise about that. Prosecution, I guess, and says, Tom Cruise says, I didn't hear the Afghanistan thing, but that's what it feels like. And certainly on this last movie, it was brutal. And so that's the quote that they took. And then the follow-up, they're not really pushing as much as the lawyer saying, do you believe the situations being in a movie and fighting a war in Afghanistan are the same? And Cruise becomes almost indignant and says, oh, come on. As in, like, that's not what I was saying.
He never said anything about it.
No, he didn't.
So they're fucking him over.
Yes.
Yeah, they are, of course.
I'm so glad we dug a little deeper here, because I was buying it.
Yeah.
I was definitely buying it.
Yeah, the lawyer, Katie's lawyer, is trying to spin it, so it seems like Tom Cruise is equating the two.
Gotcha.
So he never said, my job is difficult,
He
like
said
a soldier.
the comparison was, it's like that was the comparison of someone who goes away for a job. But it doesn't mean that you think you're, you know, and you think Cruise would say that? My job is like a soldier? It's like, he's not that dumb.
He said his last thing, he said it was brutal. And so the lawyer, are you saying it's brutal like a soldier?
brutal?
And he's going, come on.
Oh, I gotcha.
It's a little much.
Yeah.
It is.
Although it's
It
still
is.
nice to see Marky Mark put Tom Cruise in his place. I like that.
Yeah, I like Mark.
But what's the other video that we didn't play where they're following Marky Mark?
Well, now,
Heidelberg.
I love all the celebrity gossip.
This is what you would have been doing if your voice didn't sound like screeching tires.
What dummies over there.
Entertainment Weekly.
What idiots for not, going with you.
Well,
yeah.
They're doing really, really well over there. So
You could have done a segment called Entertainment Weakling, where you show your little stick arms and
let's try to do push-ups while I'm giving the entertainment.
Yeah. And you just can do like one.
I'm just bummed because we would have finally been done with you.
Yeah.
Okay, that compliment turned into an insult.
What happened?
That didn't last long.
Wait, what happened?
Should have enjoyed that.
You heard that?
Should have enjoyed that a little more while it lasted.
Wait, you heard that?
Yep.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yep.
Yeah, mornings would have been fun finally.
Oh, boy.
You heard that?
I did.
That
I'm
almond
sorry.
shake.
You weren't
You don't
supposed
like
to. You weren't supposed to hear that
You
one.
said it into the microphone.
I didn't realize this was on.
Oh, yes, you did.
Did Marky Mark? Oh, that Marky Mark did say that.
What?
A couple of callers saying,
Oh, the 9/11 thing.
yeah.
What did he say?
Said if he was on the plane, it wouldn't have went down. I remember
He'd have
that.
saved the day.
Which one would he have saved, though?
Yeah.
Which one does he think he could have saved?
Yeah.
Anyone you put him on that
Where
day?
the other
Yeah, all of
passengers tried to save it
Anyone.
and couldn't.
Anyone.
But he would have
it's
been
Marky
different.
Mark.
Yeah.
See his arms? They're huge.
He's got the good vibrations, too.
See, what he doesn't
That's
realize
true.
is that they didn't save those first two planes because they thought there were bombs on them. See, they thought the men had bombs on them, so they didn't charge the
Right,
men.
they just said that
because
they were gonna-
believed they were strapped, and the pilots came out. So would he have changed protocol so the pilots didn't come
right.
out?
It would have been a typical hijacking. That's what they thought, where, it lands
And then
they
you
negotiate.
Yeah.
And not, flying into build. But you know what?
kidding me?
Marky Mark
Mark.
would have known that. He'd have sensed it.
But I
He
guess
would've Kung Fu kicked the bombs right off their chests.
Fuck yeah.
I guess he would have said, hey, flight, even though you've heard that a plane's been crashing into the towers, or two, don't lock your door so they can just come in.
Yeah.
Which was a pilot mistake.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. I'm sure he would have done all that.
So then he's walking, and then...
Well, now he's saying...
What?
Why wasn't necessary? He said, I didn't know Tom Cruise even said that. I was just saying in general. When
Oh, okay, let's hear this.
So he's, he doesn't want to upset.
That's kind of
All right,
cool.
Question about the Tom Cruise thing. Can we just ask you one quick question about the comments that Tom Cruise made, or that alleged to have made?
What did he make?
About being on the movie sets the same as serving in Afghanistan, and your response to it that everybody's reporting about?
I didn't know that it was Tom Cruise that said that. Somebody just mentioned that people were comparing that.
Okay.
I love Tom Cruise. Very active.
I mean, you sure? I'm sure. Do you think it's just maybe just lawyer spin, or media spin?
I have no idea. But I thought that almost.
But I'm going to go in this building now where you will not be allowed.
Just shit all over Tom Cruise.
Right. He just shit.
But no, he didn't mean to. He didn't mean to shit on Tom Cruise.
Right.
They probably just said, "Hey, an actor said this."
Or he heard Tom Cruise said that he wanted to shit all over him, but doesn't want to make an enemy out of Tom
maybe.
Cruise.
Okay.
That's my theory.
Yeah, I love how the guy asking the question was very nervous. A lot of the TMZ guys get very nervous. Anyone else notice that?
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
Right.
It's like the amateur paparazzi.
Right.
The regular paparazzi, they don't give a shit. But now it's like everyone's got a camera.
Yeah.
Let's say hi to Nick DiPaolo.
Whoa.
Where am I? Over here now. Nicky.
Hey,
What's up, buddy?
Nick.
Hi, Nick.
just calling in to use you guys for a plug. Hello.
I love the
Nice.
Jesus Christ, a lot of fucking, what is this, Harvey Levin's house I called?
Yeah, we're dishing the dirt about Tinseltown.
You know.
I'll tell you, one person who thinks a movie set is a lot like being in the military, that Vic Morrow guy.
Oh yeah. That's the fucking joke.
Yeah, you certainly can't fault him if he ever said it.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, there's video of that now, man. Oh. The video's fucking brutal. That came out a few years back, right?
Oh, yeah.
Look, Tom Cruise never said that. I know the guy personally.
Oh,
okay.
Well.
I did some work on Vanilla Sky. I designed the masks.
Oh, that was a...
No, you didn't.
Oh, Chip.
I'm really bringing the heat, aren't I? But
always.
It's going to be up, so I wanted to plug my Tarrytown gig at Tarrytown Music Hall this Saturday night.
Oh, nice. Saturday Tarrytown Music Hall.
Very cool, man.
Nice, yes.
Nice little theater. I'm sure it'll be an eighth full. You
gotta go see Nick DiPaolo. My God, Tarrytown.
Yeah, Nick's a lot of fun, man.
Wake up.
Hell yeah.
I really have gotten used to seeing the waitresses sit in the back.
Oh, Jimmy.
A lot of waitresses enjoy my shows. Fucking humiliating.
That's not a good thing?
No.
Why?
They're not waitresses who are off, who just happen to come in to enjoy you.
I see.
I know. They go, you want to do a meet and greet? I go, I already met the staff.
Yeah.
Fucking in the 80s, but...
Trying to sell a fucking CD to one of the staff.
I did.
The kitchen staff.
I just gave an elite short order cook. He's been in the country 8 minutes. He took 6 of my CDs. He thinks it's, Carlos Mencia's doing.
They're called undocumented immigrants now, Nick. Come on.
What it is?
There's not illegal and not alien anymore. It's an undocumented immigrant.
I call them leaf blowers / people who are here to cut my throat.
Yeah. You know what I'd like to do? Go into a bank and try to make an undocumented withdrawal. And see what they do. It's not illegal. It's not a robbery. I'm just making an undocumented withdrawal.
Look, most of them are good people. I'm just saying. But there's a whole bunch of people coming in with the bad people.
Yes.
They don't talk about,
Yeah.
That's what makes me mental. They say every sixth person sneaking in is from a country that's on a terrorist list.
Yeah. I don't know. I like the fact that this immigration reform has had to have been shelved by the Obama administration because of his debacle with health care. He doesn't want to plow forward into some other piece of shit legislation because he's still licking his wounds on this one. So these poor immigrants now, these undocumented fucking amazing people.
They're going to have to wait, huh?
Yeah.
What are you gonna? I'm just watching it all unfold and collapse. It's hilarious.
It really is.
I don't even comment on it. I'm just pointing. I point at the TV.
It is amazing when you see the Obama lifers, the ones that wouldn't have said a bad thing about him for anything, and they're starting to be like, oh boy, this is going to cost me my job.
As far as senators and Congress people, that's true. But the idiots who follow him blindly.
Oh yeah.
They'll still vote for him.
They'd still vote for him.
They're a little shithole before they fucking change their mind.
They still talk about the great health care thing that he's done.
The fucking problem is, excuse me, I got yogurt in my mouth.
Oh, God damn it, Jimmy.
Nobody fucking conflicts. Everybody's just my own fucking
Oh, that looks like jizz in your mouth. It looks
if only it were.
Looks like?
The numbers aren't good for the Obamacare, huh? 27,000 signed up with the government website.
That's great. Sounds like people were clamoring for this.
Unbelievable.
Oh,
and that's
boy.
What they say. They go, there's a million people are trying to get on.
Yeah.
Oh, and nobody's accounting. Anybody been fired yet?
No.
Speaking of fire, when do you fire Roland? He never fucking called me back.
Oh, shit. Roland's got a problem with Nick DiPaolo. Write it down.
I texted him last week asking about this.
Oh, boy.
I heard from 2 days. So
that's
I texted him back, and he goes, I'm pitching you today. Whatever.
Oh, shit. That's it.
That means he wants to fuck your ass.
Oh, how you doing, Rolly?
And then so I wait almost a week, and I fucking text him a couple days ago, and nothing.
Uh-oh. Well, let the message boards start speculating.
What's the matter?
Well, no, I did text you back. I said,
Oh,
I'm
shit,
waiting
it's
for
rolling.
answers, and I never got answers, so...
You what?
I texted you back, I'm waiting for answers, and
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I did. I said, I'm waiting.
What fucking number did you use, Roland?
Uh-oh.
I said, I'll get back to you as soon as I get an answer.
Oh, shit. What number?
You said you were going to pitch. You said...
Yeah, I pitch it, then the next time you text, I'm waiting for an answer.
Oh, shit.
Well, I got the text right here, so you're full of shit.
Oh. Damn, this is getting fucking uncomfortable.
There's the... hi, Roland. Did you ask the fellows about me?
Talk about Nick being on the pay me no mind list.
Oh, yeah.
I'm pitching you tomorrow. That was on November 6th.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not tomorrow.
It's still waiting, and it's November 14th.
Friday of next week. And I don't hear anything, so I wait another couple days.
Oh.
Hey, pal, any word from the guys about me next week? Roland.
Oh, no.
Nothing. So then I wait. Now we're on November 12th.
Oh.
Roland, yes or no for this Thursday or Friday? Nothing. So that
Oh, shit.
Okay, it's my fault. My bad. My bad.
Well.
Go to Terrytown, people. My bad, Nick. I'm the asshole.
As far as I'm concerned, Nick is always a welcome guest.
You didn't get back to me.
Yes, there's all lies. I love lying. That's part of the show.
Am I making this up? I'm not going to be called a fucking liar, you fuck.
Oh, shit.
Go see Nick DiPaolo, Terrytown, people.
This is getting real.
Yeah, this is a little ugly.
This is getting real now, yo.
A little ugly.
Nick's taking it to the street level.
We shouldn't, because we're media destination.
I can't understand him. But somebody
join the club.
We're now a media destination. We've been told that, so we're pretty happy.
Tim Sabian said so. It's got to be true.
Yes.
What does that mean?
I have no fucking idea.
It's a media destination.
What that
We're not a media destination yet, even though we had Tyson on yesterday.
Well, I understand. That'd be fine if you got back and said, look, we have real guests on. I have Tyson and Rich Fox next. I'd be fine with that.
Wow. Rich. Using Rich as a punching bag today.
Yeah.
What,
we'll
did you already
get you
take
back.
it?
Who's this? Who is this?
Who is that?
Who's that woman? What?
Who's that? We might have to go, Nick.
Oh, she's fucking. She's
kidding,
a news lady. It's Maria Herbert.
Who is that? Yo, who are you?
Who is that?
Yo! Who are you?
They went into shade. They're shutting the door to shade.
She good looking?
Yeah, she was all right.
What?
She was all right.
No. I was talking about the older bag with the fucking glasses.
Hey, Nick, now that we got past the whole Roland thing, I think we're all good. What do you think of the Rob Ford thing?
He's great.
I think I heard his numbers went up after he announced he did that.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, the people kind of like him. I guess he got some things done up there in Toronto.
That's right. He cut their taxes.
They cut their taxes, so you're like, I don't give a fuck he's smoking crack. I'm paying less taxes. That's all I care about.
I feel the same way.
I think so, yeah.
Obama should put down the cigarettes and pick up the pipe.
Pick up the pipe, cut some taxes.
Well,
Canadians, I love, they fucking, that's a Canadian right there. He looks like a, they should put him on the flag, man.
He's great.
He's like an ex-hockey, that's what
He looks like fucking Goldfinger from Bond movies. Goldfinger.
Can we get the word out that we want to talk to Rob Ford and we'll give him a fair shake? I would love to talk to that guy.
Give him a fucking almond shake.
Yeah.
It's ironic that one politician on the planet to get shit done is smoking crack.
But every day there's another video from this guy that's terrific. It's just amazing. God, I love it.
There's your what? Chip, I don't know. Fucking Chip has his.
What you want to give him a fair something?
A fair shake.
Oh.
All
right. Well,
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, they brought Marion Barry back. Like, I know.
That's true.
But
yeah, that was a whole different thing. That constituency was. They'd fucking elect anybody as long as they were black. That's for sure. The crack smoking mayor.
Why do you say that?
Well, because they elected a crack smoking fucking mayor. It's fantastic.
I
love it.
I've kept you guys enough, and I didn't want to.
Nick.
No.
Tarrytown, where are you?
Tarrytown, Saturday night.
Saturday night, 8 o'clock. I just got back from Minneapolis. I shot my DVD. Went very well.
Oh, congratulations.
Nice.
When's that coming out?
And I don't know, the beginning of next year, I'm hoping.
Good.
Oh.
Hey, Jimmy, you ever think of just running do you ever have a set where you don't even want to edit it? You just want to run it from beginning to end?
I thought you were going to say, ever think of killing yourself? I was going to say, every day I do. But yeah, I have actually. There's been times where I'm like, you know what? And I'll go over it, maybe find one or two things I want to pull out of it. But if you're happy with the set, just, run it.
Wow.
Let me ask you this. Can you sell a 90-minute set?
Yes, or you could sell a 60-minute set with DVD extras. But if you're shooting it just for DVD, sure you can. It's like a fucking movie.
Well, I want to sell, obviously, but I mean, when Netflix or somebody comes and knocking.
Yeah, I don't know what their policy is.
90-minute.
That I don't know. I've never had one that went over an hour. I mean, HBO was 56 minutes, and anything else has been like 58 or an hour. It's never been over an hour.
Yeah. Well, you could always edit it down if need be.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a lot of material. Holy
That's great.
Shit.
Yeah, it was killer. I mean,
nice.
just fucking killer there. So
good for you.
Hope you didn't use salty language.
Boy, was it salty.
It's a turn off.
No, I was actually pretty good. I had this fake smile on my face. I was
fake smile.
It's so nice there, and it's pretty dirty. I mean, a lot of it's dirty, but it's still well written. And
what are you naming it?
Another senseless killing.
That's right.
That is good.
That's great.
We shot a photograph for the cover right on the stage, like it's the microphone on a stool and a puddle of blood.
Wow.
And I had two cops come in that I know from Minneapolis, and we had them putting up like crime tape around the seats and shit in the background.
Wow, nice.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Killer fucking audiences. The second show was the best. I'm really thinking about running it without even, just making a few, like you said, a few touches here and there.
Where'd you shoot it? Was it Acme?
Acme, yeah.
I've been hearing about that room for years, Louis Lee, I guess, and I just never done it.
Jimmy, God damn it. If you don't go, it's like being in comedy nirvana.
Really?
It's you go in there on a Monday night and he has 250 people paying.
Wow, that's amazing. What's going on up there?
They sit there. I've been there 5 or 6 times. I've never had to tell one person to lower their voice.
Oh wow.
Not once. Not once. I haven't seen a cell phone there yet. They hang on you every word. Nobody even whispers to each other like a table conversation.
Right.
The wait staff is trained so you don't even know they exist.
What's the ethnic makeup of the audience? Because you're describing
Nirvana.
Yeah, you're describing paradise.
All right, so if you're describing Nirvana, everyone's got half a head and stomach problems.
It's, predominantly white, but it's progressive. It's a nice mix of conservative and progressive.
Wow.
It's the best comedy town. I'm telling Jimmy, please play it. You'll go back there 3 times a year.
Yeah, I would love to do it again. I've done Minnesota twice, and I enjoyed it both times.
Minnesota.
I've been hearing about that room for years.
Yeah, I did I did a few times. I sold out, and then he put me in the Pantages.
Yeah.
The theater.
Ah.
I did well there, and I went back a little soon.
The Pantages across the street.
That's probably the most tickets I ever sold. But you got to do this club, though. It's like. He should put out an instructional film to all the other fucking owners. I tell them, they're just so well trained. The audiences, and they laugh at everything. They hang on every word, and you can work at your own pace. It's like being at the Comedy Cellar with like 30 people in the audience. You can just have fun and work really slow or whatever. It's crazy. It's.
So what you're saying is you really like this place, I guess.
Let me tell you something. Yeah, I like what I do for a living. If that's how it was every night.
Sorry.
Great.
Very cool.
So you got to do that, Jimmy. You'll fucking eat it up. Man.
I will. I'd like to get out there.
And he's the nicest guy and the fairest guy, and I make more money at that club.
Well, that's the important thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
But
fuck the audience, as long as you're making some cash. I hear you.
You should know their money back.
Exactly.
Flying your helicopters over your mansion.
Exactly. Nick.
Tarrytown Saturday night.
Tarrytown.
Okay.
Saturday night.
Tarrytown Music Hall on Main Street. Please come out. You guys are the best. Roland, I still love you, man.
Sorry for the mix-up. We might have been part of that, but with no real intention there. But I think we might have been a little lazy.
I always intend on getting back to Roland.
Yeah,
and then I just don't.
Yeah,
I always get back to Roland. Who gets back to you better than me?
Just a good old-fashioned mix-up, Nick. You know we love you.
No,
All right.
Look, I know you got bigger names than me.
No, it wasn't.
Not really.
I just wanted to answer one way or the other.
No, I'm sorry.
That's all he wants is an answer.
Right. All right, sir. Thanks, Nick.
Kid, thank you.
Take it easy, Nick.
Tarrytown this Saturday. Nick DiPaolo.
It was nice meeting you guys.
Later, man.
Later. Nicky, it was funny.
I watched a fucking movie last night called The Room.
Oh, God. Can we talk about it after the break? I got to piss real bad.
Absolutely.
And you've been talking about this movie all morning. I want to really hear about it.
Spectacular.
I want to go watch him.
Yeah.
All right.
Ooh.
Good evening. Good evening. All right. No. He's dead. No. No, my health doesn't allow it. No, my health doesn't allow it.
Now back to our show. Now back to our show. Continues. Now back to our show. Now back to our show.
Yeah, it does. Run-DMC Day.
Asked me to say some MC rhyme, so I said this rhyme I'm about to say. The rhyme was there, but then it went this way. Took a test to become an MC. And Orange became a maze for me, so Larry put me inside. Got the laugh. The show would go off and we never came back. They cut the record down to the bone, and now they got me rocking on the microphone. Talking autograph, tears and laughs, champagne, caviar, and bubble bath. You see, that's the life that I lead, and you sucker MCs.
I'm digging this old school. Very simple. You know?
Sucker MC, that's all you need to know. All right. Very good.
He's rocking on the mic.
Rocking on the mic.
Look at Tom Hanks. He's talking about, I guess, the JFK assassination. I just saw him in The Money Pit the other day. I was watching The Money Pit. Ooh. Yeah.
Is there any jokes in there?
You know
There's
what?
a few, right?
He's just a funny guy. He's physically funny in that movie. Tom Hanks.
That's real talent when you could shine in a bad movie, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know.
The Money Pit. That's what's in the middle of the money fruit.
Almond shake, people. What you're hearing isn't static and a problem with the equipment, people. It's Chip doing
watching the clock.
His almond shake. He takes his plastic container of almonds and shakes them when he thinks he's said something hilarious.
They know what it is.
All right. Yeah, like the Tom Hanks' physical comedy is fucking, or was, like back in the day. He was fucking hilarious. That little he doesn't know which way he's going to run thing. Come on.
Right.
Funny. And big.
Right.
Sneezing with the silly string. Stop. Tom Hanks. But I saw a movie last night called The Room. 2003, this movie came out. And apparently in between then and a few years ago, and obviously now, it has become a cult hit. A cult hit.
How did it become a cult hit?
Rocky Horror and things like that.
It's been known as the best, worst movie ever.
Worst movie ever made.
There's a lot of horrible movies. Why this one?
It's just so bad.
Every aspect of this is bad. It's the directing, the writing, the acting.
And it was all by the same guy.
All done by the same guy. Terrible.
Yeah, I watched this like 5 years ago, I guess. And I think we tried to bring it to the show.
Yeah?
But it just didn't take off. I don't know why.
His fucking... Because the lead guy, what's his name?
Tommy Wiseau.
Yeah.
Well, what's the movie about? Let's start there.
I have no idea.
You're kidding.
The plot is it's about a guy whose fiance is cheating on him with his best friend.
There you go. And
that's when you break it down. Just
it is
nice and simple.
He's like far. Where is he from?
I'm not sure.
He's foreign. He's got an accent. He looks a little like Harvey Keitel did in Taxi Driver.
But he bankrolled the whole thing. Nationality is American, so that's interesting.
No, stop it. He talks with some kind of accent. Ha ha ha.
Hi.
Oh, hi, Travis.
He claims to have grown up in New Orleans and lived in France a long time ago.
Okay, so it's a French or a Cajun accent, something like that.
Really?
Yeah.
But he raised $6 million, and he...
How did he raise $6 million to make this hunk of shit?
He bamboozled people.
I guess. And then the other guy in this, Mike, the guy that is the best friend that's having sex with the very chubby fucking girlfriend. He has a book out about the making of this movie and how ridiculous it was. He was on Red Eye with me last week. And
that's how you discovered this movie?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
They played some clips of it, and we were howling. It's so badly done.
And he's been on before, too.
Yeah. The head guy there, whatever his fucking name is. But, like, nothing makes sense. There's no continuity. The characters, they don't even make sense that they're even in this movie. Some people show up, and you're like, what? Why did he even add them to the movie?
You want to watch a clip?
I would love a clip.
Fudge,
Please. Yeah.
What? Hi, Mark.
Hi, Mark scene.
Hi, Mark.
This will give Opie and Jim a good idea of how bad the acting and the writing.
How great it is.
Turn to Travis so I can make love to you.
That's
Oh, thanks.
Wiki wants to give you
This
your
is
own
the
screen.
lead walking out onto the rooftop, which, by the way, is green screened.
Right.
It's the same fucking background every time.
Is it really?
Yeah.
It's a green screen?
Yeah.
It was filmed in Los Angeles, but they wanted to make it look like San Francisco. So there's lots of scenes that have
Golden Gate Bridge. A lot of establishing shots of the Golden Gate Bridge.
Why wouldn't you just make the movie from L.A.? Just say, fuck it, the movie takes place in L.A.
You know what? It has no reason to be in San Francisco.
Just caused more problems they had to try to figure out.
Opie, don't question
The movie needs to be in San Francisco. Oh, hi, Mark.
Sandy Franny.
Yeah, here we go.
I did not hit her. It's not true. It's bullshit. I did not hit her. I did not. Oh, hi, Mark.
Oh, hey, Johnny, what's up?
I have a problem with Lisa. She said that I hit her.
What? Well, did you?
No, it's not true. Don't even ask. What's new with you?
Well, I'm just sitting up here thinking, you know. I got a question for you.
Yeah.
You think girls like to cheat like guys do?
What makes you say that?
I don't know. I'm just...
What makes you say that?
I don't have to worry about that because Lisa's loyal to me.
No.
Yeah, man, you never know. People are very strange these days. I used to know a girl. She had a dozen guys. One of them found out about it, beat her up so bad she ended up in a hospital on Guerrero Street.
What a story, Mark.
Yeah, you can say that again.
I'm so happy to have you as my best friend, and I love you.
Can you pause this? Can I tell you what's beautiful about this?
Yeah, you are very
It's the
good.
awful staging.
Yes.
It is the entrance to sit on the he's already sitting in just a plastic chair waiting for shit
Dude,
dialogue.
Right.
It's great like that.
Wait, how do you know it's a green screen? That's a green screen?
Yeah, it's something because it's the same background. Like
They use it a lot.
when he goes out again, it's the same haze, the same light, the same clouds. It's something. It's either a backdrop
Or maybe they
green screen.
had enough money to film in San Francisco for one day.
Nah,
No?
that's for sure.
Wow, it's the staging. The acting's awful.
It's terrible.
But I've done all these things.
Ha ha. Oh, that's something. The great story. His story stunk.
Sorry, more. I didn't mean to stop.
Oh, that's fine. Please stop it anywhere you
This
want.
is a masterpiece already.
Yeah.
Lucky.
Well, maybe you should have a girl, Mark.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe you're right.
Oh, he's fucking his girl. See.
Maybe I have one already. I don't know yet.
That's like Christopher Walken.
Well, what happened? Remember Betty? That's her name?
Betty.
Betty?
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't see each other anymore. You know, she wasn't any good in bed. She was beautiful, but we had too many arguments.
That's too bad. My Lisa's great when I can get it.
Oh, man, I just can't figure women out. Sometimes they're just too smart. Sometimes they're flat out stupid. Other times they're just evil.
The music.
It seems to me like you're the expert.
Go right back to the chair to sit. The terrible staging. Right back to the chair.
Terrible. You should also watch their lips, because Coke Logic is reminding me that the majority of this movie was re-recorded and dubbed back in.
Oh, they had to loop the whole fucking
the
soundtrack.
majority of this of the dialogue.
Why is
they re-recorded?
Oh, they probably had sound problems.
Why is he holding a football?
Dude, that's a great question.
There's
Why?
a football in just about every scene, especially because apparently, from what I heard from this guy, he was on Red Eye, that guy, he said that the guy that made the movie and stuff loved football.
Yeah,
So he wanted to put a football in. At one point, they're having catch like 2 feet apart from each other. They're throwing the football to have a catch.
Let's finish this so we can go to the next one.
Please, yes.
Expert, Mark.
No, definitely not an expert, Johnny.
What's bothering you, Mark?
Nothing, man.
Do you have some secrets?
Forget it.
Why don't you tell me?
Forget it, dude.
Is it some secret?
No, forget it. I'll talk to you later.
Well, whatever.
And he throws the ball up and catches it.
Well, whatever.
Oh, my God.
It's so good.
By the way, the fucking guy in the football stinks, too. The guy you were on Red Eye with?
Oh, yeah,
He's
yeah.
Atrocious.
He knows he is.
Oh, okay, good.
Oh, yeah.
What does he do now?
I don't know.
He knows he's a bad actor?
They didn't say?
Yeah, he knows it was terrible.
They didn't say what he's doing? He got the attention of Red Eye, so he's doing okay.
Yeah.
Just because this movie, I guess, is a cult hit.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yep. And apparently his book is doing very well. People are very interested in this horrible movie.
Horrible dialogue. Can you go back to horrible dialogue?
Who's that chick?
God.
She's back. Who is she?
Oh, what?
Who is that bitch? I told you already.
Some reality show diva? I don't know.
No, it's Maria Schenk.
Maria Schenk. What awful
Sam,
names.
Who you? Who you?
Art
Who you?
Van...
Yo, who you?
What was the first one? Art Van...
the first one?
Yeah.
Usually works.
Oh, fuck.
Babbling idiots.
Van
All right, let's go back to the
Dorn?
room.
No.
Sorry.
Okay.
Okay.
Back to the room. I think this is a compilation of some clips.
Varnson.
Oh, this is my favorite scene.
Oh, yeah.
Well, set it up then. Why is it your favorite
Okay,
scene?
hold on.
Just one.
Can I help you?
Yeah, can I have a dozen red roses, please?
Oh, hi, Johnny. I didn't know it was you.
How would you not know it's him?
I know, he just walks in and stands right in front of you.
He has a very distinct look, though.
He walks in. He's got this long black hair.
Right.
He's dressed like an undertaker.
Yeah, how many people you know dress like that?
He apparently buys roses every time he has sex with his fiancée because he's got to lay him on the bed and hit her with the roses and stuff. The love scenes are terrible.
Johnny's a boob.
Johnny's an ass.
People are begging us to play the sex scene because they use it like 3 times in the movie.
You can't really. It's just bad music.
Oh, okay.
But they do. They
More
use
of a
the
visual?
same sex scene 3 times. We just need dialogue.
Okay.
Oh, I love dialogue.
Hi.
Can I help you?
Yeah, can I have a dozen red roses, please?
Oh, hi, Johnny. I didn't know it was you.
Staring right at him.
Yeah.
Here you go.
That's me. How much is it?
It'll be $18.
Here you go. Keep the change.
He has a pause. How does he have the money ready? Go back a little. He goes, how much is $18? Here you go. Keep the change.
Let's do the thing like that. How much is it?
$18.
Here you go. Keep the change.
No pause.
He delivers his line as she's like in the middle of...
Does he know he's terrible?
No, he thought this was brilliant.
He thought this was...
And where is that guy?
Oh, he's
around.
Milking this for all it's worth.
Really?
This has become the next, like, Rocky Horror.
Yeah.
What year is this?
This is 10 years.
2003, but it looks like it's in the 80s.
Who's that lady?
Oh.
Who's that?
Let's try again. Sam.
You can't yell who you.
No.
Why?
Because it just sounds wrong. Who are you?
Who are you? Who are you? Who are you?
Oh, no.
Hi. Who are you? Hey, Jamie. Both.
Jamie Foster Brown, the founder of Sister to Sister magazine, and
Oh.
she was one of the founders of the BET Talent Department. She was the
Ooh.
founder.
Wow.
What is
Nice.
Sister to Sister magazine?
in here right now.
You're a big deal.
It's the Black People magazine.
Yeah.
I did this cover a long time ago. You know, I remember this photo shoot.
What do you mean? You did the Bobby Brown cover?
That was me.
Come on, really?
Oh.
It's not that Bobby Brown.
No, not that Bobby Brown.
But you did you did that type of cover.
This is me when I was younger.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay.
You look better now.
Well, thank you.
You look all right.
I love this boy. You coming home with me?
Back from Las Vegas.
Las Vegas.
They had their 25th anniversary party out in Vegas with Floyd Mayweather.
What is the Floyd Mayweather thing? You all boxing?
Damn.
Yeah,
I like
we love
UFC,
Floyd.
but I like boxing.
And then she was at the Soul Train Awards.
Soul Train.
Yeah.
What is Sister to Sister magazine?
It's a magazine we started 25 years ago, and it's about all the music industry. I was Bob Johnson from BET. I was his secretary. Then I became the first producer. I produced Video Soul with Donnie Simpson. And then I went off and started Sister to Sister, and I talk about everything that happens in the music industry. Behind the scenes, people like Tracy gets talked about, so we know how do these people come to be stars.
Right.
And then I talk about, and I interview the stars also.
Have you seen is your magazine taking a beating because the paper industry is suffering?
But we're doing very, very well on the web. Now, like 6 million.
But how do you make money with the web thing?
That's what I'm here for.
I hear you. See, I know.
I hear you.
But
You're getting the eyes, but you're not getting the
You don't get a lot
dough.
of money at first, but some of them do.
Right.
But I'm getting there. A lot of the advertisers are interested in the sort of programming that we can bring. We bring inside stuff, a different way of looking at the artist. The artists typically tell me things they won't tell anybody else.
Is that it, the magazine?
Yeah. Now listen, like Floyd Mayweather. Where's the Floyd Mayweather one? He just, I just left him. He came to, he was my special guest in Las Vegas for my 25th anniversary party. And, he went to jail. And so we're like, okay, Floyd, what really happened? And so he invited me to his home, and he told me, look, I never touched this woman. They put him in jail because they said he beat this woman.
Right.
Josie.
Yeah. Why is this soaking wet? I'm sorry to interrupt you.
It's blessed. She spilled water on it.
Okay, I spilled water on it. I'm sorry.
So wait, he went to jail and he swears he didn't do anything wrong.
Well, what happened? If you're a boxer, your fists are lethal weapons.
Right.
And so if he had hit her, he would have gotten a longer sentence. But what happened? He said, Jamie, what do you do when a woman is hyped up on coke and alcohol?
You got to shake a bitch sometimes.
He said he was. That's what he was doing. He was trying to hold her down. And she yelled to the family, to the kids, your father's beating me up. He's beating me up. Call the police. And they run out. They get the guards and everything. So I said, well, why did you go to jail if you never hit her or anything?
Little drama.
He said, because I don't want my kids going through that where the mother would say this, say that. And he said, so I took the 3 months.
Damn.
Took the hit.
I just took the hit. And they put him in max.
Wow.
For 3 months.
Damn.
I said, why would they put you in max?
Because he can fight. No one's going to bother him.
Nobody going to bother him.
Who's going to beat up Floyd Mayweather Jr.?
It was amazing.
Yeah, but you got to think there's going to be some guys that would like to take the chance, though, right? See, she's saying yes.
Kind of like,
sometimes it's true. It's like when Tupac went to jail, they snuck me into the jail because they thought, this is what happened. They said that Tupac said something to the white female correction officer.
Oh, shit.
And, sexually. And so they were going to put him in lockdown. So they had to sneak a competent journalist, that was me, into the jail. They had to pretend I was the cousin. And so we thought that people would treat Tupac badly, but he said, Jamie, when they put me in here, they put him on a mattress with blood on it. He didn't have any sheets, he didn't have any pillows, nothing. And he said, but the inmates came back, they would throw him pillowcases, throw him blankets, give him different things that he could cover himself.
They took care of him.
You have to screw up, I think, for the inmates, for a guy like Tyson, who we had on yesterday, or Tupac, or Floyd Mayweather. You have to be an asshole for people to want to bother you.
Yeah. Gotcha. But Tupac was so upset when I said, he said, well, I'm here in jail all this time. All these MFers who said they love me, where are they? Why am I sitting in jail when I know all these people that got all this money and nobody comes to bail me out? So here comes Suge Knight with David, with the lawyer, and they write out a little, something in pencil or pen, and he signs it, and that's it. Now he's under Suge's.
Is that how they got him on a management contract?
There,
so how much was his bail that he couldn't afford it?
Well, it was like $1 million or something. So
why couldn't he afford $1 million at that time?
He didn't have anything. He didn't own anything. Come on,
What's up with you?
Where are you?
I know, right?
Wait, it was before we know
everything.
It was before he became Tupac.
cars. They give them houses and stuff. But it's in their names.
Like an allowance, yeah.
Yes.
Don King did the same thing to fighters.
Yeah. But now Floyd Mayweather has taken over the game. Now you know that him and is it
De La Hoya's doing it as well.
Yeah, the two of them. So they're out because Floyd is like the promoter also. So it's really interesting how I was spending some time with him a couple of weeks ago. We were up in his suite. And he was like watching the game because he gambles a lot all the time. So he's always watching the game. But he's listening to you while you weren't talking. He said, I sit here and I'm thinking all the time. I'm thinking I'm being strategic. What am I going to do with my family? The mothers of my children, they have to have their own businesses. He doesn't want to carry everybody.
Yeah.
So he's thinking strategically, how can I move my family and my children? Right. And so next May, I'm part of the money team. He has these money teams. I'm the money team DC. So we're having a big event after his fight in Washington, D.C., which I'm based there and here. Right. And for 3 days with Floyd Mayweather.
Did he give you a good prison story? He gave us a couple good prison stories.
Yeah. What did he tell? Did he tell you about the water? They wouldn't give him water.
No. What's that one?
Yeah. He said the only thing that he required was 12. He wanted water, like 12 bottles of water, and they just would only give him like 3 bottles of water just because. It's not like, oh, you all drinking your water?
Yeah, you got me all fucking dehydrated with this story.
You made me grateful all of a sudden that I have access to my water.
Like water? What are you talking about?
He's such a health nut that everything is important to him to keep his body strong and healthy, which was really, really good. I enjoyed him, and I enjoyed Mike Tyson. When Mike had me out, this was years ago, out to his house, and he showed me his library because he's always been prolific.
Did he
hit on you?
Well, I'm just asking.
That's a fair question.
Mike, I'm like mom to most of the.
But I'll ask you because he was telling us yesterday that he got some things done. Did he make a move on you?
No. I had you know what he did? He had me come out there and he said, bring all your friends. And I brought a lot of people. He fed everybody and he showed them around. He was just.
He's a great guy. We love him.
Both.
Okay. Did he hit on any women?
Did he hit on any other men?
No, the women. No, of course not. The men he wouldn't have to. We would just give it to Mike out of respect.
Okay.
He's a great guy.
I like you guys.
Yeah, we like you too, sisters.
Right,
Sister Magazine, right?
Sister Magazine.
Sister Magazine.
Is it sister2sister.com?
It's S2Smagazine.com. S2Smagazine.com. It's the kids like Maxwell and all them feel like it's the Bible of the black music industry.
Okay.
So, and I enjoy it so much, but I enjoy you guys too.
I enjoyed that King magazine for a while.
White boys.
Yeah.
Oh.
I went to school in Stockholm, Sweden. I lived there 9 years.
Oh,
you
damn.
think I didn't major in white boys?
There's
Come on.
some pale-ass motherfuckers there.
Yeah. I bet if you went back, the whole country still remembers you. It's her. She's back.
And I will remember every one of them.
All right. Nice meeting you. Good luck with the magazine.
Absolutely.
Bye-bye. Bye.
Take care. Take it easy.
All right. Just kind of wanted to say hi. To sit down and
she's having fun.
Give us her life story.
Here she is talking to Obama.
Yeah.
There's Senator Obama and
Senator Obama.
Oh, she should give us an Obama story.
Senator Obama. President Obama. Community organizer Obama.
All right, back to the room. Sorry about that, boys.
Yeah, how about
that's fine, please.
So the room, worst movie ever, cult film.
Yeah, cult film.
Reset this scene and started at the beginning.
Oh, we're gonna go back to the flower shop.
Yeah, coming in to get flowers.
All right, fair enough.
Flowers because he uses the flowers during his lovemaking.
Is this a popular scene?
Yeah, this is one of the most popular scenes.
Yeah. Oh, hi.
The music.
I love, when he asks how much it is. This isn't edited.
Yeah, can I have a dozen red roses, please?
Oh, hi, Johnny. I didn't know it was you.
Oh, hi is in every scene.
Yeah.
That's me. How much is it?
It'll be $18.
Here you go.
Oh, my God. There's no pause. You're right.
Thanks a lot.
He's already handing it over before the answer.
How much is it? Here you go. Oh.
Black.
How dare you talk to me like that?
Oh, he's
you should tell me
confronting
everything.
his fiancée.
I can't talk right now.
Why, Lisa? Please talk to me, please. You're part of my life. You are everything. I could not go on without you, Lisa.
You're scaring me.
You are lying. I never hit you. You are tearing me apart, Lisa.
Why are you so hysterical?
I love it.
Weird, awkward, unexplained moments.
Yes, a lot of those.
What's that?
It's embarrassing, man. I don't want to get into it.
Underwear, man? Come on.
missed that.
Are you okay? Sure.
See doctor?
No. I'm tough.
They were catching a football 2 feet away from each other, and he kind of handed it to his gut.
Can I please see that again? And the guy falls.
He falls like he got shot.
But he falls into metal trash cans.
Yes. But he barely touched him with the football.
I don't understand.
It
Why?
made no sense.
This is all on purpose.
The scene, no, it really isn't. I'd love to think it was, but I think this guy's just fucking batty. Yeah.
This is just a man who never should have written a movie, and he wrote a movie, and he was allowed to film it.
Who's the young girl out there? That's the one we wanted to talk to.
Oh.
With a back to us.
Sister, son.
Kenny.
I love her. I love her. I love her.
You interviewed Obama? Now they're twerking or something out there.
There's something going on. Oh, well.
What's going on? All right, weird, awkward, unexplained moments.
I love her.
Right.
Who is she?
She must be a big deal. They're all taking pictures with her.
Here he goes.
Okay, here's the football.
He falls.
Who's the young girl? I love her.
Which one? The tall one?
Yes, she's beautiful. Who is she?
She's got to be
a woman.
She's a handler.
What?
Her assistant or publicist.
We'll find out. Maybe she'll hook me up. We just had her on for the big sister interview.
Damn.
Hey, sister to sister, I like this white boy. Hey, what's your name? Oh, thanks for being so nice to my boss. Hey, let's go for some dinner.
Oh, wow.
Would you care for some dim sum, perhaps, or sushi? Tee-hee?
Tee-hee, you got to add, yes.
Yeah, go tell her. White guy wants to take her out. Go tell her.
Dim sum.
Come on, help me out. Kenny, you're listening. Tell her. White guy wants to take her out. Go to a movie. Make you some gum.
Dim sum with some dim company.
Or dim cum on your shoe. Chew some breath freshening gum.
That'll do it.
They're pointing at you, Jimmy. Turn. Uh-oh. They're talking about you.
Yeah.
They're talking.
And see if she'd like to go out for dinner. Tell her.
Oh, a car was handed over.
Oh, shit.
Shit.
Thank you. Ooh.
What is that
You
about?
wanted to take her out to some nice dim sum.
No, or it could be other dinner.
Now she's quickly grabbing her stuff and walking away.
Oh, my God.
It's not even her card.
Okay.
Oh, God.
All right.
Card. Oh, my God.
I don't have a card.
You should have one.
Yeah.
All right, cool. I should start texting her obsessively.
Text her right now.
Right now.
Text her right now.
Text her right now.
Right there. Text her
I want to see her answer her phone.
Text her right now. Hurry, I got to see her phone.
Hi, it's you.
Please, fast.
Should I just call her?
She's right there.
Oh, call her.
Wait, now she's coming in, but still text her.
Okay.
What happened?
Wow. Way.
Take
Hi,
a
how
Now
are
we're
you?
talking.
Oh, nice to meet you, Nicole.
Hi,
Would you care
Nicole.
for an almond?
Almond.
Here, have an almond. They're raw. They're good.
Earlier.
What do you do for the organization out there?
I am a partner in Jamie Foster Brown Enterprises.
Okay.
I'm an attorney
Uh-oh.
by trade and small business consultant. So we're trying to grow Jamie from where she is to where she needs to be. She needs to be Oprah status.
What kind of an attorney are you?
I'm no longer practicing, but I did litigation. I did all kinds of stuff.
Did it all,
I put
huh?
A small business together of my own for 10 years, a chain of salons.
I wanted to be an attorney when I was in high school.
Why?
I just wanted to do that for a living. I thought it'd be great to be a defense attorney.
Oh.
I think they.
But it didn't work out.
Well,
I attempted
they make
suicide
it look
and went to
sexier.
rehab.
Well, yeah, that would do it on the other end if you.
Yeah, it really.
That'd be hard.
Make a first impression.
What do you guys do? Like, what's
We just chit
We're a really
chat
smart
about
political show.
anything, politics and
Sports, politics.
yes.
Dick jokes. Earlier? Give me something.
Oh God.
Bad move. We talked about, what did we talk about today? We talked Detroit for a while.
That was a long subject today.
Oh, really?
Talking about the
a bad movie.
Rob Ford, the mayor of Toronto.
Oh yeah, he's a treat.
Smoking
right
crack.
there.
Yeah.
Okay, well, you know, I live in D.C., so.
Oh, Marion Barry.
Mayors live.
We talked about how Obamacare is just bullshit.
Oh jeez.
Oh, well, now.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
All right, I'll text you, Nicole.
Opie is not a big fan of Obama. We get into arguments all the time.
For 30 seconds. You knew me walking in.
Because we.
Well, it's just
you know what? I have to say, you know, as a small business, it was challenging to see how I would have been. There's no way I could have afforded it. I had 30 employees at the time, and we were always just, you know, one step away.
Right.
So, I mean, I get both sides of it, but
I think he should just be given a lot of credit for just trying it.
Just trying to make it happen.
Care and make it happen, and then get people like Opie that won't even recognize
I can't acknowledge that. Right.
You know,
I think
the
they
effort.
did not do a good job of really publicizing what it's about. When you say the the Affordable Health Care Act, yay, but when you say Obamacare, the same people don't even know. So
Well, the haters come on board and they start.
The website needs a little work, though. It's kind of frustrating when it's 30 days, the website.
Everything is a little shaky at the start. I'm sure, like, Amazon.com didn't launch perfectly when
but
when
probably
they first
didn't take a
turned it
month.
on. Well, things, take time when you're an effort for such a big.
It's a major.
It's a
10 years
major
from now,
thing.
We will not even think about.
Oh
it.
yeah, when millions upon millions of people are signed up on, like, they're trying to make a case out of the fact that the numbers were a little low. I think they were played with, to tell you the truth. I think they report them as lower than they really were. But it'll be a distant memory.
I agree.
So you have no problem paying another tax, because this is a tax.
It's, what it is? It helps the future of the country, is what it is. So, if people are healthier, you have a healthier country, it winds up saving you money in the long run.
Eventually it does, yeah. And I think it's a great thing, and we all do, except for him. But the problem is the website needs to work.
It will.
Opie needs to go on Hannity again or something.
Open my mind a little bit.
He's a Hannity guy.
Okay.
I love Sean Hannity.
Cute though, like
I'm on there a lot.
Oh
Just
boy,
spewing my
It's nice meeting you.
Where do you live?
Nice meeting you too.
All right.
I'm down there once in a while. We'll go out
DC.
to dinner. I know some lovely establishments down there.
Yeah.
No.
Name one.
The steak place.
That steak place.
The French restaurant, Roy Roger's.
Wonderful.
All right. Thanks.
Thanks for
Nicole.
stopping in and saying hi.
Nice meeting you.
Okay, bye.
I'll call you in a few minutes.
Awkward.
Whoa, that was.
I'm good though, man. I got a
little
good
rough.
rest. The chicks just love me.
Oh yeah.
They love
Talking
me.
about the suicide and rehab is really good.
Hey, be honest. Get it out of the way up front.
Right up
There's
front,
some slash
huh?
marks on my wrist.
You could
Don't
wait.
let that throw you.
Wait a few minutes.
Okay.
Let's get back to the room in the football
See the guy
toss.
fall into the fucking trash
Oh
can.
yeah, he falls in. He barely touches him with a football.
Embarrassing, man. I don't want to get into it. Underwear, man. Come on.
What the?
Okay. Are you okay? Yeah, are you okay? Sure.
But
Ask him again.
But no one would think that was a major fall.
No.
I'm good. I'm all right.
He puts his arm around him, and then it just
Horrible
that's what-
effects.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, the effects are great.
You're having an affair with Lisa, aren't you? Am I wrong?
What?
Look at the clouds. Putting him over the.
Those chairs.
It's like Mount Olympus is in the background.
That's the Coit Tower.
Sorry.
Mm.
Sorry, man. You okay?
Yeah, pure shit, but
That's
hilarious.
right.
Yeah,
That's so bad. There you go.
it's fantastic. I recommend it. I found it online. I just put the Room movie streaming in Google.
I think Opie and Jim should watch this movie.
I will definitely check it out. I'll
Watch
check it out
together.
tonight.
We'll get under the covers.
It's a lot of fun to watch because it's so completely bad. And I would like to get that guy on that wrote the book.
Yeah.
Because he's got some really
Let's
funny
do it.
stories that he told on Red Eye and stuff.
Great.
Yeah.
Let's book that.
Yeah.
Roland's always looking for a guest to book. There you go. There's one.
There's a recommendation.
A recommendation,
Suggestion.
finally.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
Well, that was good. Boy, that was some hard shit for me to spit out. Yuck. Obamacare helping the future of the country.
She gave me an evil look.
Oh, man. You had to know that was going to happen, right? Oh.
Whoa.
She was going to be all about Obama.
Well, I went for the uncomfortable moment. I figured she might be someone that might be pro-Obamacare, that's all.
Yeah.
I spun that
Good
shit.
guess. You're like Kreskin.
One other thing really fast. Andy Kaufman might be alive, some are saying. I'm not buying it, but it was a big story yesterday. They're doing their, Andy Kaufman Awards again or something?
They did it, yeah.
They did it, and then some...
I'm not even going to tell you who won.
Dude, you
I don't want to tell them who won.
Did he get lung cancer? Is that what he died from?
Yeah.
Isn't that fucked up? Wait, think about it. Kaufman.
Wow.
Lung cancer.
The last name always works out.
Yeah.
It's.
I better change my name to Chip 90-year-old Big Pecker Kid.
Shake it. Come on. Yeah. Shake those almonds, you dick.
There's something going on, though, with the person who won the Andy Kaufman Awards.
Why?
Oh,
we know the
him.
person?
Yep.
What?
Yeah.
The Andy Kaufman Awards are what? They go for the quirky, weird comic thing?
Yeah.
And we know the person that won it this year?
Yes.
And why haven't you told us?
I'm going to give you a hint.
Pobo.
That's not Pobo.
That'd be great.
Yeah.
Right.
I'll give you a hint.
Uh-huh.
We haven't seen him in a long time.
Oh, God, Twitchell's.
No. Oh, that'd be awful.
What?
He is.
Put him up. Put him up.
Did you like that?
Oh, God, I hated it. I couldn't look at him. Douche chill.
He's been described as a lying sack of cunt.
Oh, no. That guy.
Wait, who's that guy?
Oh, he was an intern for Ron and Fez.
Was he a comedian?
Harry T.
Harry T.
Who's Harry T?
Remember Harry? I called him a
I swear to
lying
God, I
sack
forgot
of
Harry
cunt.
T.
He and I were in the same intern class.
Wait, and he won that guy?
Yep.
Won the what?
Remember he would feed back in his own bits?
But he's not funny.
No.
But he won. That's a pretty big deal.
Is it prestigious?
Well, in the weird, like, hipster world of...
Hipster, definitely hipster. Harry.
So anyway, they're doing the...
It's one bad hat, Harry.
They were doing the Andy Kaufman Awards, and some broad gets up there and says she's Andy Kaufman's daughter. The problem is she was born after Andy Kaufman supposedly died.
Oh, shit.
So why aren't they just doing a DNA test instead of keeping the mystery alive?
Well, because his brother vouched for her.
And then the brother, Michael Kaufman, who pops up here and there, he said that Andy Kaufman's alive.
By the way, what is IHateComedy.com? Like, what is that? Is that ironic?
It's Harry T's website.
But what is he doing comedy?
He's a comedian.
Okay. Well, then you might as well make fun of IHateStevenSinger.com, too. They're smarty pants.
Jim?
I'll tell you the difference.
Okay, what's the
Steven
difference?
Singer is hateable.
Oh, well, that's true. Comedy, not so hateable.
And then Albuquerque, on the news, they did a report because they think he's living in Albuquerque.
Wow.
And then they got a video of an old guy just walking through a parking lot, and they freeze-framed it just enough so it almost looks like it could be an older Andy Kaufman.
Cooking meth out in Albuquerque.
But what's going on with the daughter? If she dramatically appears at these Andy Kaufman Awards,
you want the story of what happened?
Yeah, I'm missing out on some of the facts here.
His brother comes up on stage at the end, and he talks about how after Andy died, he was going through all of his personal effects, and he found an essay written by Andy about how a detailed essay about how he would fake his death. He wanted to get away, and that he would reappear Christmas Eve 1999 at a specific restaurant.
Oh, I know this part. Okay.
So Michael went to the restaurant just to see if he was going to be there. He wasn't there, but some guy that Michael didn't know hands him a letter which was supposedly written by Andy Kaufman.
All right, where's this letter then?
Oh, Michael's got it.
I know
None of it's true.
No, I know.
Wait a minute, it might be.
And then the letter
says...
I do know all this.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I know. So the letter says,
Are you Marty McFly?
I got something for you.
It's from the dock.
3,
He's alive.
2, 1. Officially in overtime.
Nice.
Can't we have like some kind of sound effect or balloon or
Take
something?
that, Tim.
Sure, how's this?
No, the almond shake is just reserved for those hilarious moments.
Is the almond shake popular? Catching on?
Very popular. Yeah,
Not
it's
at all.
trending.
He's lying.
So basically,
so the letter says, I wanted to fake my own death. I wanted to live in obscurity. I wanted to be an observer. I fell in love with a woman. We had a daughter. Blah, blah, blah. I don't want anybody to know about this until our dad is dead.
Right. And
his dad
just died, right.
over the summer.
Why would he do that?
Why would he kill his dad?
Why would he not want anyone to know his dad is dead?
I don't know. Probably because if you fake your own death, you don't want your dad to know that you've really been alive this whole time. That's my
that would
assumption.
kind of piss off your dad, I think.
So then a couple months later, Michael gets this woman gets in contact with Michael saying, I'm Andy Kaufman's daughter. And he says, well, we're having this thing. If you want to come over. And apparently she did. That's the story.
All right, why wouldn't they just
believe it? I want to believe it.
Yeah,
he's as dead as a doornail.
It would be the coolest thing ever, but why don't they just do a DNA test then?
To keep that, just like
well, it's been 30 years. The bit has gone on long enough. Wouldn't a big reveal be amazing at this point?
You know when the big reveal would have been? When the fucking movie came out.
I guess. But maybe to him, he don't give a fuck.
Yeah. Of course he gives a fuck.
And he's probably embarrassed by Jim Carrey's performance.
Maybe.
I thought Carrey was good.
Yeah, he was all right. He was all right. He was a little bit cartoony.
You know whose performance? You know whose performance was bad? You know who's a bad actress?
Come on, man. Oh,
Harry T.
the girl who pretended she was Andy Kaufman's daughter on that stage.
How do you know?
Bad.
Because there's a video of it.
Let me see.
Really?
Let's
I didn't
see.
see the video.
Go to TMZ and look
Got
it up.
me.
Are you serious?
damn.
Why are we wasting time on this
She's
shit?
a terrible actress.
Uh-oh.
Oh, I didn't know that part.
Oh, looks just like him.
And she's
I
doing
saw
like,
the Albuquerque news.
She's doing like bad
piece.
Andy Kaufman eyes.
Oh, I see.
While she's doing it.
And they're saying she's an actress.
Let's go full screen there. All right, let's see.
Like, he told me this because he was really sad about his dad, and it's very sad for me too because
At
I
Gotham.
never got to meet you. I mean, it would make you my uncle and stuff. I don't feel like you're my uncle because I don't know you, but you have the similar thingy, like the eyes and stuff.
Does he have
his
any message?
dad.
And he sent me, he was in a message.
Well, he didn't tell me.
Looks a little like Christina Ricci. She's got that big forehead.
I just know that he's so like excited about this. I didn't know that he watched all
Would you fuck her, Jim?
stuff on YouTube because he hid everything from
You
us.
bet.
Just in case.
You know what I'm gonna do?
You bet.
I'm doing this. Yeah, I'm done.
You're done?
Stupid.
Yeah, I'm done. I didn't see this video. I'm so done. It's so ridiculous. I guess Michael, is trying to have a little fucking fun with the whole.
Probably. He
Kaufman
probably
thing.
figures,
But fuck
Andy would love this.
You could do it way better than that. Pick a better actress.
Andy Kaufman's dead, and everybody who was around him now wants to do Andy Kaufman jokes as if they're all Andy Kaufman.
Right.
Just knock it off.
Yeah, he's in a box. Let him
He
go.
is.
Or he's not.
I would love for him to be alive, but he's not alive.
He might be.
He's dead.
I would love to trade him for you.
Well, then I'd be dead.
Well,
I think the first thing anyone on that stage would say is, "Would you be willing to take a DNA test?"
Yeah.
I don't know because I just don't know.
And the best way to do the gag would be to set it up where his brother isn't the one presenting it, or his daughter. It would be like you'd have to fool people, and they'd come forward and say things like, "I think I saw Andy Kaufman.
I got the perfect person.
Oh,
Chris Angel.
The mind
Think about it.
But he can bring back dead people anyway.
Right. So then you'd really be tricked.
That's right, Craig.
Oh, okay.
Shut about it.
I guess that ends the overtime for the day.
Look like Craig's
Never seen anything more disgusting.
How about you shinkle about blowing your head off?
Craig is sticking his hips out now.
I know. He's very feminine.
I was yawning.
He's very feminine.
You're doing a Buffalo Bill thing.
You're a femme.
He's being like girly, flirty.
Yeah, flirty.
I was just stretching.
All right, Kenny.
Let's call it. All right, listen. I'm gonna
round it up.
I'm gonna give the company a break. I'm gonna say it's 4 minutes. 4 minutes of overtime today.
Yeah, right.
Who are you going to tell?
I'm saying
I'm
5.
texting Tim right now.
You should say 5.
Am I not?
That would round up.
You want me to go 5? I thought we'd give him a little break
40,
today.
It's 40
Well,
seconds.
if you do,
now, so
here's the
round
only
up.
reason you do
round up.
4.
Actually,
You could take the 11 from yesterday. You got a nice round 15.
Yeah, 5 minutes of extra
16.
overtime.
Then you round
Okay.
up to 20.
Well, I got to plug anyway. That'll take a few seconds.
Sure.
Go ahead, Jimmy.
I have
Did you send it?
Albany Comedy Works.
It was never funny.
Friday and Saturday. And tonight, I am on FXX on 11 o'clock, the final airing of W. Kamau Bell. I'm on the show. So,
Out with a bang.
promoting my Netflix special coming on. That's it.
Yes,
And,
that's not
go to my
Jackie
website.
here.
We're fixing it.
Oh.
It's getting there.
With Obama? You and Obama trying to get the
No.
websites fixed.
All right.
Good luck.
That looks good.
Yeah, it looks good.
They spelled it wrong, though. Majak Choglad.
I want to talk to the Swedish guy.
Oh, well.
With the weird chocolate.
So, what are the
brought
fish there
meatballs.
like?
Fuck.
Hacks. Just terrible.
Two predictable, obvious references, A and B.
Horrible.
That
Fuck our
chocolate
heads.
is the shit, though, man.
Oh,
It's
so good.
amazing. Try it.
It's shit.
Now we're up to 6 minutes. Fuck, I
Yeah.
gotta change my text.
Open that chocolate. I've never wanted to step on chocolate so badly.
No.
Actually.
Hi, Ryland.
It is
All right.
6.
Take my fucking water and get the fuck out of Dodge.
All right.
Don't you got other stuff to worry about?
No, man. Called me out.
Alligator.
See you guys tomorrow.
Come on.
What?